Yo, what up, and welcome back to Pinoy News. Man, listen, I'll be honest with you. I'm on a level where tonight where I'm just like, yo, fuck the frail shit. Real talk. I'm so sick and fucking tired of hearing about these weak, mealy mouth, garbage ass piece of shit motherfuckers. Real talk. Like, yo, I can't stand it no fucking more, man. These worthless, useless, garbage ass piece of shit human beings who want me to fucking feel bad for them all the goddamn time. Like, yo, I can't do it no more. Like, these fucking people are just so fucking weak at this goddamn point. At what point do we as a human species just start getting weaker and weaker and weaker till we get to the level of where, like, we're fucking protecting ourselves from all fucking the entire world as a whole, and we're no longer growing as a goddamn species? Like, it's really getting to that goddamn point. Like, I had a dude chill his shit out in my motherfucking chat in my Discord today, right? And he tells me that, like, yo, this fucking judge is making a kid go with their fucking father and shit, right? Because their mom's going to fucking jail. And the kid goes, well, he abused me. And all of a sudden, everybody's supposed to feel bad and motherfucking, because there's no evidence for any of this garbage. It's just the fact that this fucking kid don't want to go with her fucking parents, don't want to go with her fucking dad, right? Why? Because of the fact that dad's been villainized their whole fucking lives. You know what I mean? Throughout the period of goddamn motherfucking his child growing up and shit. Like, I'm so sick of this frail ass fucking bullshit. I'm fucking tired. Like, I just had it up to my fucking ears with this garbage. Like, yo, I don't like, yo, legitimately. Every time somebody says I was abused at this point, I'm just be like, shut up, nigga. Like, no, you fuck you what? You don't even know what abuse is. Abuse isn't even a real fucking thing. Like, every time I hear somebody go, I have autism, not even a real thing, nigga. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, autism isn't even fucking real in the end of the fucking day, right? Autism is a whole bunch of goddamn diseases that got recoded in their medical billing and status so that the fucking doctors could get paid like a fucking body shop does from a total fucking car. Real shit. That's what the fuck it is. You know what I mean? Because, like, yo, oh, I got autism. No, nigga. Like, yo, your mom probably drank while she was pregnant with you. Your mom was probably like fucking 50 years old when she had you and shit. And her eggs had already been ran through and scrambled by like fucking 400 miles of cock. Like, get the fuck out of here. I'm fucking sick of this goddamn bullshit at the end of the day. Like, yo, I'm tired of listening to this fucking garbage from these pieces of shit, worthless ass motherfuckers. Like, yo, I'm so fucking tired of this fucking nonsense. Like, everybody's like, oh, I'm oppressed. I'm oppressed. No, the fuck you're not. Get out here and grind. All right. Like, yo, females, I'm so sick of women whining about fucking dumb shit too. Legit. Like, oh man, fucking, like, yo, these dudes, they fucking da da da. Like, nah, dudes had to work because dudes got to compete with dudes to fucking be successful. It's that fucking simple. All right. Just because everybody your whole life wanted to goddamn talk to you and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like, yo, because everybody in your whole life wanted to talk to you because you have a fucking vagina. You know what I mean? All of a sudden now everybody's like, well, you know what I'm saying? Are you actually useful as a human being? And you're like, oh my God, I'm oppressed. No, the fuck you're not. Fuck out of here with that bullshit. Nobody's holding y'all the fuck back. And just like nobody's holding black people the fuck back neither. Get the fuck out of here with this boogeyman ass garbage that y'all motherfuckers be speaking. Real shit. Like, yo, man, listen. Like, yo, it's fucking retarded. Like, it's so fucking dumb. I'm so fucking aggravated about this fucking stupid shit. Everybody's fucking oppressed. Like, nah, motherfucker, get out here and fucking grind like that rest of us. Real shit. Yo, man, listen. Like, yo, I'm fucking had it up to my ears with this garbage. It ain't hard. Get a fucking job and go to fucking work and become good at something. And guess what? Your ass will motherfucking end up being successful at some point in your fucking life. It's how the hell shit works. You know what I mean? You know what fucking success is, like, real shit? You know what luck is? Yo, it's opportunity meets motherfucking goddamn, it's opportunity meets motherfucking preparation, right? Real shit. If you ain't fucking prepared for when opportunity comes your way, I feel bad for you, nigga. You're gonna be that dude who gets hit in the head with a goddamn double dutch jump rope and shit. You know what I mean? You jumping in, you ain't motherfucking ready. Like, that's what it's hitting for in the end of the day. Real shit. Some real basic ass nonsense when it comes down to it. Like, motherfuckers is like, oh man, why ain't I being successful? Because you ain't work hard enough. It takes more than 6 months of doing some shit for you to fucking become skilled at something. Like, it is what it is. It takes years of practice. It takes years of grinding. You gotta learn. You gotta motherfucking stand here and get a feel. Learn some shit. Motherfucking nonsense bullshit ass motherfuckers garbage, right? Like, yo, it is what it is. I'm sick of these motherfuckers who want to get rich over goddamn night. I'm sick of these motherfuckers who want to stand here and become motherfucking successful and they ain't got the goddamn grind to drive to fucking do it. Get out here and fucking hustle. Motherfucker like shit, nigga. I got 7 kids and I still make guap. I still invest. I'm still dropping money on these streams. And you motherfucking niggas out here ain't getting it the fuck done. I fucking feel for you. Real shit. Like, yo, man, look, I got a fucking GED, motherfucker, and I'm making 80 grand a year. What's your fucking excuse? Yo, real shit. Tired of motherfuckers out here, man. Sick of people whining and bitching and complaining. Oh, well, I got fucking this and I got that. Shut the fuck up and get over your fucking self, for fuck's sake. Like, yo, it was easy. Everyone would do it. That's because everyone has done it. Real shit. It's just nobody's motherfucking willing to put the work in no more. It used to be, you know what? You went to a fucking mill every day. You busted your motherfucking ass and you came home with a paycheck and you felt like you fucking earned it because you goddamn did. When you put meat in the table for your fucking family, that was your sweat and your blood and your tears and your motherfucking back hurting to motherfucking make that shit happen. Like real shit. Like, yo, man, listen, fucking, it is what it is. Man, you got to get out here and you got to fucking stand here and be better than the next man. It is how the fuck it works. And if you ain't better than the next man, you better motherfucking hustle hard and get the Pino. Did you buy Dogecoin? Nigga, I've been holding Dogecoin for 6 months. I bought in when it was fucking 3 cents, nigga. Legitimately, yo, I cashed out this morning. Like, yo, when it was at 42. Got it already, homie. I was on it. You act like Tom Pease ain't gonna motherfucking hustle and get that shit done. Did you buy Dogecoin today? Actually, I bought Dogecoin last night when it was at 16 cents. I dumped another fucking 100 in it. You know what I mean? Getting it done, my brother. Handling my fucking business. Real shit. I saw opportunity meets preparation. That's how the hell shit works. You know what I mean? That's luck, nigga. That's what luck really is in the end of the day. Like, man, listen, if you ain't ready when that motherfucking time comes for you to be able to have the opportunity to gain, I feel for you. Real shit. I feel for you. Like, yo, I don't know what niggas is doing. Real shit. Yo, motherfuckers is just, they not handling their goddamn business. Yo, it ain't hard to stay above the motherfucking fray out here. Just people be acting like it's goddamn difficult. And then once I jumped out of that shit, guess what? I jumped right into Bitcoin Cash and made another fucking 9%. Nigga, get it the fuck done. Like, yo, these motherfuckers ain't getting it. They ain't out here hustling. They ain't out here looking. They ain't looking for opportunities. They looking for chances to motherfucking make a quick come up and somebody can tell them how to fucking do it. Like real shit. I feel for motherfuckers. I really do. Like, I feel for people. You know what I mean? But on the same point, I'm sick of whining ass motherfuckers. I'm tired of shit. I really am. Like, yo, look, why is it that nobody respects black folks? Like, why is that? Yo, it's because of the fact that motherfuckers just expect you to give them shit. It's not how it works. All right. Nobody respects homeless people. You give them money because you fucking pity them, not because they motherfucking like, because you fucking want to help them. Like, it is what it is. Like, nobody's gonna fucking stand here and help a homeless person become better than them. It's not how the fuck it works. You want some shit, you get out here and you get it the fuck done yourself. You want something, you go and you goddamn take it. It's that basic. If you feel as though you're worth that shit, then you go out here and you motherfucking make that shit fucking happen in the end of the day. I don't know what the fuck niggas is doing today. I'm sick of, fuck the frail shit. That's the phrase of the day. Yo, fuck the frail shit. All right. That's what you need to tell these motherfuckers. Yo, fuck the frail shit. Is you getting it done? No, then get the fuck out my face. I don't know what the fuck motherfuckers is doing. Like real shit. Today I got up, you know what I'm saying? I made my daughter's motherfucking Minnie Mouse pancakes, even chopped up some strawberries for the bow ties in the motherfucking head, right? Sat there, got them dressed, went out, grabbed my fucking paycheck, put that shit in the motherfucking bank, went goddamn shopping, came the fuck back to the crib, put all the groceries away, made up macaroni salad for the motherfucking, because I'm going to the lake tomorrow and shit, by the way. I got my fucking kids a brand new fishing rod and whatnot because I already had one in the motherfucking whip, right? You know what I mean? Got another chair for me, shit. Oh, my daughter's about like fucking 10 outfits, you know, because hey man, I like my kids to look good and whatnot. You know what I mean? Got them some fucking dresses so they can be princesses because that's what they want to be, right? You know what I mean? Like, yo, came the fuck home, stood here, made motherfucking lunch and shit, sat here and made fucking a giant pot of goddamn macaroni salad and whatnot. Like, yo, it is what the fuck it is, right? And niggas be whining like this shit is difficult. It's not. Real shit. We laid down, took a nap, woke the fuck back up, and motherfucking went back to handling more goddamn business. Did the goddamn dishes. You know what I'm saying? Made fucking dinner. Like I tried to make, I'll be honest with you, I had way too much macaroni, so I tried to make some motherfucking fried macaroni bites, and it didn't work the fuck out. But you know what? A nigga still tried. Right? You know what I mean? Then I cut up some goddamn potatoes, made some motherfucking homemade goddamn, I made some fucking fresh potato fries and some fresh motherfucking, what was that shit? Oh yeah, fucking sloppy joes and whatnot. Right? Motherfucking got that shit the fuck done. Stood here and motherfucking, I fed my fucking kids. You know what I mean? Fucking took them, bathed them, fucking got them ready for motherfucking bed, gave them a bottle, laid them the fuck down with the goddamn internet that I fucking bought and the TV that I fucking bought. You know what I mean? And fucking sat there and motherfucking went out here and watched my motherfucker and then watched The Irishman and shit. Right? And while I was standing here doing it, right? While I was standing here doing all this nonsense, right? Real shit. I was also earning money in the market all motherfucking day while I took 2 days off of work this week so I could take my motherfucking kids, right? Because my baby's mom's needed me to. She said, I need you to take the kids. I got to go to the hospital and whatnot. Said, I got you. You know what I'm saying? Got my motherfucking kids. Oh, by the way, Shorty came over halfway through the day. I made her motherfucking lunch. You know what I'm saying? Piped her the fuck down, sent her back to work, said, go make more of my fucking money in the car. I just paid 30 grand for. What the fuck is y'all niggas doing? Y'all ain't getting it the fuck done? Apparently. Like real shit. Motherfuckers, get out here and get this shit the fuck to work. I don't know what the fuck is going on with y'all. Motherfuckers be whining entirely too goddamn much. Real shit. I'm sick of motherfuckers whining and not handling their goddamn business. Like real shit. Like, yeah, it's like unfair. Oh, fucking course. I told my son that this fucking week. I was like, yo, look, these motherfuckers is not going to play fair with you. It is what it is. You got testes between your fucking legs. They ain't going to play fair with you. You know what I'm saying? You got to learn how to motherfucking stand there, play their game, beat their shit, get the fuck on about your business and go on about your motherfucking life, son. It is what it is. Ain't nobody going to give you shit. Ever. Understand that all this garbage that fucking lesbian grandmother yours the motherfucking stood here and taught you, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit because they ain't gonna motherfucking give you a motherfucking thing. Nobody owes you nothing. Real shit. Nobody owes you a goddamn thing. Yo, SMG, what up, my niggas? Sons of Patriarchy, Bloodletter Gill, Irate Prostate, Captain Falcon, Benton Whitaker, man. Welcome, my brother. Welcome. I don't think I've ever seen you out here before. Adam Hart, Psycho Fire, motherfucker. Who the fuck's that? Blue Collar Canuck. How the fuck you doing? Michael Hatfield. What up, my brother? How the fuck you doing? It's nice to see everybody out here tonight. You know, I mean, we're just out here getting it done, man. We're getting it done. It is what it is. What set me off tonight? I set me off tonight. You know what I mean? Just like, yo, sometimes I just feel like letting loose on some bullshit because I'm fucking sick of motherfucking garbage. I'm tired of niggas not getting it the fuck done. I'm sick of it. And then motherfucking whining about some bullshit. I'm sick of motherfuckers feeling bad for motherfucking teenage kids. Like, nigga, like, yo, you are under 20. What are you whining about? The rest of us would trade our motherfucking right arm to go back to being 20 fucking years old again. Like, real shit. You know how much better my life would have been if I was 20 years old and I actually would have knew some shit? Like, yo, I would much rather be motherfucking young and poor than old and rich, nigga. Like, that's how the fuck shit works. These motherfuckers is acting like life is difficult as a fucking kid. It's not. Believe me, the only thing that makes life difficult is the fact that we treat motherfucking children like children for fucking ever. Like, yo, real shit. Like, yo, real shit. Motherfucking, we be treating kids like motherfucking kids for fucking ever. We be treating kids like kids when they in their fucking 40s. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. Like, nigga, get your fucking life together. For fuck's sake. Man, listen, I'll be real with you. I was talking to my neighbor the other fucking day. I was waiting on my kids to show up. I'm sitting on the motherfucking stupid shit. I'm waiting on my motherfucking kids. This fucking, my neighbor comes through, right? He's like 6'4", black dude, probably about 320, right? With the mask on. I was like, bro, do you know how much I would have killed to been able to wear a mask when I was a kid? He said, I know, nigga, I'd have been robbing everybody. Like, yo, these kids is not looking for these opportunities no more. They ain't even hurting. Like, real shit, if you was hurting for some shit, if you really wanted some shit, you'd be out here jacking everybody and nobody would wear a mask ever again. They'd ban all masks in public places. That's how weak these fucking kids have gotten today. I'm just on some shit, man. I'm like, yo, look, dude, real talk. When I was a kid, we went in the back of the fucking store, right? You had your mans breaking bottles while you gaffled the whole rack of cigarettes and ran out the fucking store. Like, nigga, You act like we wouldn't have been jacking everybody wearing a fucking mask in fucking public and shit and just fucking peeling the fuck off. The fuck is this nonsense? Like, it's fucking retarded. Like, man, listen, man, real shit. The problem is like, yo, ain't none of these fucking kids got a dad in their motherfucking life. You know what I mean? Because they moms is more worried about sport fucking every nigga in the goddamn county than fucking standing here handling the business and being a proper type of fucking female and a role model for a motherfucking kid. So when that kid grows up, he looks for the next bitch, you know what I mean, who got the fucking easy open fucking package on the legs. Like, for fuck's sake. That motherfucker, he out here looking for a bitch with the kung fu grip on the thighs, for fuck's sake. Like, man, listen, like, yo, why the fuck it is you think these kids is as fucked up as what the fuck they is? That's real. That's the real honest to God situation in the end of the day. Like, when it comes down to it, the end of the day is the fact that, like, yo, ain't nobody got no fucking role models. Ain't nobody standing here teaching these fucking kids a goddamn thing. Who teaches you respect for life? It ain't your fucking mom, it's your dad in the end of the day. Why you think motherfuckers is out here clipping people? And he really, 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 when it comes down to it. The fact of the matter is that your dad's the one who stands here and takes you out back and makes you shoot old Yeller in the motherfucking head so you understand what it is to actually take a life and have some motherfucking respect for it. Oh, is that a fucking nerve right there? Because you're supposed to be out here killing animals when you were a motherfucking kid. You're supposed to understand that that's how it is you put food in your fucking table. It used to be that was well understood by motherfucking people. And so dudes had a full grip and full understanding of the fact that when you stood here and take the life, you had respect for that fucking life. But the real shit, we decided to stand here and kick dude out the motherfucking house. You know what I'm saying? To have him paying for mom and the crib and everybody the fuck else in the whole fucking spot while he goes and sleeps on a fucking futon some motherfucking where because we ain't got no goddamn respect. Because we've stood here and allowed these females to run roughshod over everybody in our entire goddamn fucking society. In the end of the day, fuck the frail shit. Keep it all the way fucking a buck with these motherfuckers. Let's keep it real in the end of the day. All right, we've stood here and allowed motherfuckers to stand here and put their bullshit ass frail garbage on our motherfucking backs and make us feel guilty for how the fuck it is they feel. Nigga, how the fuck you feel is up to you. That is your mental. It ain't got nothing to do with any of the rest of us. All right, I don't play pretend with motherfuckers. Real shit. Like I saw the other girl, legitimately, I was walking in the store today with my motherfucking kids, had my motherfucking 3-year-old beside the car, 2-year-old in the motherfucking joint in the front, right? I walk in, this bitch spent, I'm real shit. I walk in, I'm into the motherfucking bread aisle. There's 15 people here. There's a bitch and a dude standing in the middle of the motherfucking aisle staring at the goddamn Italian bread. I'm like, bitch, I walked over and I go, dude, and I grabbed 3 loaves of bread, threw it in the motherfucking joint. I was like, you know what you're gonna get. Just get it and walk on. Y'all spending 30 years of your life looking at the same loaf of fucking bread, for fuck's sake. Like, real shit. Why are you spending your whole life out here pretending that you shopping? The fuck are you doing? Why are you wasting so much time inside of a goddamn corporation's fucking store? The rest of your life is worth motherfucking hanging on to. Not that part. You know what I'm saying? I'm walking through the fucking aisle and you see this fat, blue-haired, retarded bitch, right? With the sides of a head shaved with the old Doug Funny do on and shit. And I'm standing here looking at her, right? And I look at my daughter and I'm like, don't you ever become like that, bro. And that bitch looked at me with I got the stomach bug virus look. I don't give a fuck. There's no fucks to be given with these fucking people. Motherfucking like, just be a man and tell these motherfuckers what it is. Fuck the frail shit. Like, get out here and get it done. When I stood here and I said that shit in the aisle at the fucking bread joint, I was like, you're going to spend 30 years of your life staring at bread. Is that what you want to do? When you go to the bar, you want a motherfucking shot in the beer, just get it and go on. And the motherfucking like, I literally, people clapped for me. Like, stand up and, fuck the frail shit. Be a fucking man and handle your goddamn business. Like, be the example of what the fuck people are supposed to be. Real shit. Like, man, listen, there's entirely too much of this frail ass, retarded ass garbage going on out here with these weak ass motherfuckers. Sick of this shit. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Motherfuckers die. It's part of life. All right. Man, listen, like I understand, like, the cops is fucking terrible. Got you, right? Like, there's entirely too many laws. Why are there too many laws? Because, like, everybody's trying to protect they frail ass motherfucking autistic fucking kids from the rest of the motherfucking world. Like, real shit. Motherfuckers like, yo, y'all, they out here trying to protect these weak, soft, genetically motherfucking modified motherfucking kids and shit from everybody the fuck else. In the end of the day, like, yo, fuck the frail shit. Be a fucking man. Handle your goddamn business. Tell a motherfucker how the fuck it is. Shit, when you in a fucking public store, just let a motherfucker know. Say some slick shit out the side of your neck. Don't be fucking scared. Like, real talk. Like, yo, it is what it is. Hold up, my nigga Dip here. Like, yo, my nigga
good?
Dip is here. Motherfucking Dip, my nigga.
I didn't even know you hit me up. I saw the shit go live a little bit earlier. I was gonna catch it on a replay.
Yo, man, listen. And I've been going to fuck in on these motherfuckers, home. I'm trying to tell them, like, yo, fuck the frail shit. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean by frail?
I just told them about my. Yo, man, I went over to the motherfucking store and shit, right? And I told this motherfucking broad, she in the bread aisle staring at the Italian bread. And I'm like, bitch, do you want to spend the next 30 years of your life staring at bread? Like, yo, fucking, you know what you want to get. Just get the guy. You already came here and looked at it. You know what it is. Just grab it and go on about your business.
That shit kills me, man. The only time I stare at shit, I'm like, do I want to get this or do I not? Like, I'm deciding between
you know what you came to the store for, nigga. You don't look at the eggs, the bread, and the butter, nigga. Like, yo, you know what you can't. You need eggs, bread, and butter. Get that shit and go on about your business. You know what brand you like. You've been eating it since you were like fucking 6.
You would be surprised with some females. Some guys are like this too. They literally have no idea in their mind.
Yo, we already know what it's hitting for. Like, nigga, you know when you go to the bar, you know what you ordering already. Like, nigga, give me a Budweiser and a shot of Jack.
See, Tom, you a straightforward guy. See that's the issue that people who like. There are some people, like, for example, I'll use an example of a place I worked at, right? Sandwich shop. There were some people who came in every single day. Bro, we already knew the order. Is that turkey, tuna, whatever? They did not alter, they did not change. I like to change up and stuff, and it sometimes surprises bartenders. But I stay in a relative wheelhouse depending on where I go. But some people, they don't know what the fuck they own.
Nah, man, like, yo, real shit. Like, yo, when it comes down to in the end of the day, right? Like, yo, when I go to the bar, I know what I want already, because that's why I went to the fucking bar, right? Because, like, I don't feel like going and buying a bottle of Jack, nigga. Like, if I'm going to the bar, I'm drinking. Like, that's what it's hitting for, right? I drink one thing. That's all I drink. I stay in my fucking lane, nigga. I drink fucking Budweiser and Jack Daniels. And the Jack Daniels is iffy. You know what I'm saying? It's every once in a while I might get a fucking shot. Usually it's just Jack, and motherfucking Budweiser. That's all the fuck I ever drink. Period. You'll never hear me motherfucking stand here and go like, yo, Jägermeister. No, nigga, I'm not fucking a college kid. All right. I'm not ordering no motherfucking Mad Elf. All right. I'm not standing here ordering no natural ice, nigga. Like, yo, no,
Budweiser is fuck. That's disgusting. But see, oh my gosh, there's so many other great drinks I could introduce you to. A lot of phenomenal drinks. A lot of them.
Yo, real shit. I don't fucking care. I know what I drink. Like, yo, what's the fucking point? Right? Like, yo, I don't go to McDonald's and stare at the menu and go, nigga, you were like the 5th person in line. You've had 5 minutes to figure out what you want. If you didn't come to McDonald's with a game plan, why are you at McDonald's, nigga? You're not hungry. Go home. For fuck's sake. Like, nigga, go make a grilled cheese or something.
See, Tom, you on that East Coast shit to where you just like, man, I ain't got time for anything, bro. That's your mentality. You ain't got time for anything, man. Enjoy life.
Like, yo, I'm not gonna enjoy my life in Walmart, nigga. Like, yo, what? So I can walk around staring at the fucking fat ass blue-haired bitches in the fucking aisles and shit, nigga? No. All right, no, I got places to go today. I got things.
Do what I do
under fake lights.
Do what I do. Go right before the motherfucker closes, so that you don't have to wait in fucking line.
Yo, nigga, look, you get there in my neck of the woods right before it closes. You're gonna wait in line, right? You're gonna be there like fucking after it closes, waiting in line, like real shit.
See,
like, nigga,
I put that on the caveat. No. When I say right before close, okay, I only do that on the caveat of weekdays. At specific spaces.
Yo, nah, man.
Yes,
Yo,
there
look, I
are
went there.
some
I went there
spots
at
that you
like
can't
10
do that.
o'clock. Right? I went there at 10 a.m. in the morning, nigga, right? Because I'm like, I'm gonna get in, I'm gonna get out. Right. I get there, it's like, yo, there's lines out the motherfucking aisles and shit. Cause they got 2 lanes open and the self-checkout, right? Like, yo, legit. I went
Okay.
to the self-checkout with $300 worth of shit in my cart, right?
Yeah.
Like, nigga, I'm like, yo, fuck that. Like,
See,
it is what it
the
is.
question I have is your place where a bunch of family shop?
Man, look, all right, like, yo, you have to understand, all right, I live in an area with 2 million fucking people here, all right? Like, there's a lot of people here. So there's like 5 fucking Walmarts in this area, and like they're all full all the fucking time.
See, I can't help you then, because you're in an area where the reason I asked about families, see the difference between families and single people. Like with us single
Right.
people, we be in and we be out. We don't usually
That's
shop
where
for
I'm
like
at.
the fucking week. The problem with
Like, yo,
families, and I
I
noticed this with
shop
my
once a
mom.
week. Right. I shop one
See,
time a week,
there
right?
you
And I go
go.
in, I go in, I get potatoes, I get garlic, I get onions, I get shit to make salads, I get motherfucking meat, I get goddamn a roast, I get motherfucking cheese, I get fucking bread, butter, I get motherfucking orange juice, I get grapes, I get bananas, I get fucking apples, right? I grab I had to grab some cereal for the kids this week, I had to grab diapers for the kids this week and shit, right? You know what I mean? Like I had to grab some stuff. But like, oh, I had to grab shit to make fucking macaroni salad, right? Because I'm going to a John tomorrow at the lake with my boy and shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Oh, and I got stuff to make s'mores for the kids, you know what I'm saying? And I got a fishing rod, and I'm trying to think here what else the fuck I got. Oh, I got like 10 outfits for my kids and shit, right? You know what I mean? Like it is what it is, right? So I stood here and I fucking did my grocery shopping, right?
Right.
And I'm all fucking like I went through and you know what I mean? Like I keep being held up like there's like a fucking 400-year-old nigga in a motor scooter, right? Sitting in the middle of the fucking aisles and shit.
Yep.
Yo, and I'm like, why do I have to go around? Like people are watching me like with a 3-year-old, like walking beside the cart and my 2-year-old in the cart. We're like fucking weaving in between motherfuckers and shit, getting stuff done. Why?
Yep.
Why is it that I have to do this shit? You know what I mean? By the way, what up, Excel? You know what I mean? Donovan Warland, man, nice to see you out here, my brother, right?
It's very
like
simple.
Why do Justin Coon? You know what I mean?
Very simple. It's 3 factors: location, your clientele, and fucking what you're trying to purchase. And the reason I say that is because like out here, like I can compare it from where I'm from, South Florida, compared to out here, right? Where I'm from in South Florida, you have a lot of families. You know how long it fucking takes you sometimes to get out the fucking store? Even to get it, like, let's just say you buying one item. Your motherfucking ass could be in line for 20 to 30 minutes. Dead serious. Out here, because I would also say that there's more locations to buy shit. And that also determines shit. When you have more locations, you have more options, which means you have less people and less wait time.
No. There's none of that. There's none of that, yo. Unless you want to drive like 60, 70 miles to get to like a bumfuck Egypt Walmart somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, are you waiting in line? Like, it is what it is.
Right. So, you know, it is what it is. It just depends on your location and, you know, the clientele of the place. It's like some barbershops, right? Some barbershops stay popping. Other barbershops you go by like, how are they still open? Some bars are like that too. Some bars are always filled, even like a fucking random Monday. And in other bars, it could be a Saturday. You're like, shit, is anybody? 3 dudes are in there. Okay. That's just how it works, man.
Sorry, I fucking muted out real quick and shit. Yeah, I feel where you are. Like, yo, I'm just on this level where like I'm just sick of fucking frail ass motherfuckers. Right. I just had it up to my ears with these frail ass, retarded ass fucking people, right?
Yeah.
Like as I was telling the story, like somebody in my Discord showed out a video, right? About fucking this kid who fucking recorded a court hearing illegally, right? And then sent it out to a reporter because like she's like, oh, my dad abused me. Look, and I don't want to have to go live with him just because my mom's going to jail, right? It's a 14-year-old.
Number one, why did they record the court hearing? That's stupid as fuck. Why would
because
you do that?
because this kid didn't want to go live with her fucking dad because dads are vilified.
How old was she?
Fucking 14.
Oh,
yeah, right.
Does she not have any other family that she can live with?
Yo, it doesn't even fucking matter in the end of the day, right? Like it
Yeah.
legitimately doesn't matter, right? You know what I mean? You're like, oh, we have no, oh, Katie a cop, what up, man? Welcome, right? Fucking like, yo, and Papa Hop, what up, nigga? Right? Fucking like popping hops, right? And Moonbase Radio, what up, man? Like, fucking, how the fuck you doing? Right? Yeah, like I'm standing here and like I'm like, yo, dude, look, I don't give a shit. As far as I'm concerned, like the family court should not be involved with motherfucking families. Like a court should not be involved with families as a whole, in general, right?
I agree,
like,
except under extreme situations.
No, I don't even say under extreme situations. Like legitimately, like I think families. I don't think the government should hold a monopoly on violence. Like if somebody in your family is diddling, like somebody in your family, like yo, and you execute that motherfucker, you know what I mean? Like yo, and the cops like fucking like, oh, why is this person dead? And I'm like, well, nigga, like yo, he was motherfucking harming another member of our fucking family. Mind your goddamn business and walk on about your shit. That's how the fuck it should work.
I mean, I agree with you. I'm talking more in the reverse where people are being protected. You know what I'm talking about?
Well, nah, like what I'm saying is like motherfuckers should not be protected. Like, yo, it's like, yo, you should have people in your family to protect you. Like, that's what families are supposed to do.
I agree.
You know what I mean? And like, this is the fucking issue we're having right now is the fact that like, yo, families aren't doing what they're supposed to do. It's like all these fucking people, you know what I mean? Like all these fucking people, like you heard about like all these kids got raped in the Catholic Church or whatever.
Yep.
I ain't hear about one priest. You know what I'm saying? Like getting fucking murked in front of the goddamn mass and shit. Not one.
That goes into a deeper issue that I talk about often. Ever since the accusations against Michael Jackson, which I never bought, was wait a second. You hear about Hollywood and shit. My parents, and I'm pretty sure your parents wouldn't have done this either. There was no way in hell my parents would have even allowed me to be in that situation. Hell, me going outside that crib, you got to be at home at a certain time. If I went home, they trying to find, because if I'm at a friend's house, why ain't you call? That's how my parents were old school. My parents weren't trying to let anything happen to us. No way in hell. And so the fact that these parents it's like the whole R. Kelly situation. They fucking pimped their kids out. That fucking Honey Boo Boo child chick, she got pimped out by her mom. I hate that shit.
Like,
that is so
it ain't even just that. Ain't even just that. Like with the R. Kelly thing, like fucking legitimately, those parents got paid off to fucking get their daughters to that motherfucking dude. You know what I mean? Like it is what it is, right?
Exactly. And a lot of them were 18 plus. So they ain't fucking you a grown woman at that point. You fucking make decisions on your own. I hate to be like that, but it's the truth. Because a grown man is the same way. You 18. What are we doing here?
I completely feel where you are, like utterly and completely feel exactly where the fuck you are, right? But like I legitimately, like I know for sure that like if something like that ever happened to me, right? Right? Like if something like that ever fucking happened to me, oh, motherfucking Steve from work, man, welcome, my brother, welcome. Hold up, let me hand you a motherfucking wrench, man. This is a wrench, no state. Everybody gets a wrench, right? Hold up, let me look at live chat, right? Benton Whitaker, you don't have a wrench, neither nigga here. Have a fucking wrench, man. Sorry, I just opened that shit up on my phone and hand out wrenches, right? Yo, ratings and shit, man. Ratings, got love for you now, right? Yo, but I'm saying like, yo, real shit. If anybody ever touched me as a kid, I'm gonna tell you like this, right? There was a pedophile came around my house one time, right? When I was a kid, right? And he went missing. End of the day. He went missing. You know what I'm saying? Pops handled business, grandpa got called, it was over with.
Yeah.
That was it. You know what I mean? Like real shit.
Hell, on a you could say quote unquote lesser shit. There was one time at a gas station. This dog, I was probably around 11 or so. This dog was a larger dog, and he kept growling. My dad was talking to a friend or whatever, and I knew not to move because I could tell the dog had some menace in him, right? My dad went to the owner and he said, "You better get your dog, because if it tries to do something to my son, I'm gonna kill it. It is what it is." My dad wasn't playing that bullshit. That's what you're supposed to do as a dad, as a mom. You're supposed to protect your kids, man. What the fuck? Broken homes, broken families.
I'm gonna tell you like this. Like I brought my oldest son home from a hospital, right? And like fucking me and his moms was staying at a friend of mine's house, and like fucking the dog sat there and snapped at my kid, and I put a steak knife through this fucking dog's head and fucking stapled him into the goddamn floor.
Damn.
Is what it is, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, ain't nobody
what
ever
did
gonna.
what did the owner say?
Not a goddamn thing. Like, they knew who the fuck I
Okay.
was. Like, what the fuck you gonna say to me, nigga? Like, yo, like, bruh, like, you notice what I just did to your dog? You know what I mean? Like, yo, like, is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, yo, I'm fucking
It
like,
is what it is.
like, nigga, what you think I'm gonna do to you? You know what I mean? I'll work your hefty ass out. I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't play that garbage.
The
Like, yo,
thing that
fuck
killed
again, yo, the motherfucking title of the stream. Fuck the frail shit, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, it doesn't fucking matter. Like, for my kids, for my family, for me, like, yo, we'll get it the fuck done. I don't give a fuck what the fuck it takes. You know what I'm saying? Like,
the thing that kills me about, because you were talking about policia, the good old state getting involved. People are so brainwashed and indoctrinated. When you and I talk about the nature of violence, right? They don't understand this is like a roommate of mine in issues. He better be glad that I'm a level-headed dude. Because trust me, there's some times I could have dropped a body. And what he didn't understand is like, dude, we're by ourselves. I could kill your ass and dispose of a body, and no one's the wiser. That's why I had to let him know, like, one time, like, bro. You know,
like, I ain't even saying all that in the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't even that. Like, yo, just in the end of the day, what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? Like, what are you gonna do to me? That's my point
to him. He couldn't. He's saying all this shit, and it's like, bro, I had to one time show him just a basic pure power move, just to show, bro, all that bullshit you doing ain't where it's at. He a grown ass man. He like double my age and acting like a damn child. I can't stand adults acting like children or supposed to be adults.
I can't stand men acting like women in the end of the day. You know what I mean? Like, I
women
can't stand
don't
any
even
of
act
that
like
shit.
some of these dudes out here.
Yo, look,
That's how shitty it
I'll
is.
be real. I'll be real, man. Like, yo, real shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, man, listen. Like, yo, fucking, I got a phone call from my kid this week, right? And like, they like, he locked up or whatever. So like, fucking, I'm over here. He's like, man, I ain't getting my mail. I ain't doing this. You know what I'm saying? They keep telling me that. And like, yo, I immediately motherfucking like call back to the place once I got done with a conversation with him. Like, where the fuck's my kid's fucking mail? Like, yo, my son got a constitutional right to his motherfucking mail and whatnot. At the end of the day, right? Like, yo, who the fuck do y'all think y'all are? You know what I mean? Like, yo, y'all can't be violating his motherfucking rights and shit. And then I got off the phone with them. I called his fucking mom and I was like, yo, look, something needs to be done. Like, yo, fuck the frail shit, nigga. Like, yo, we ain't gonna let these motherfuckers stand here and disrespect our fucking kid like this. This bitch called me back the next day. She's like, yo, look, here's what it's hitting for. I talk to every fucking body, man. Listen, like, they ain't motherfucking gonna stand here, motherfucking be doing this to a fucking kid no more. Like, yo, fuck the garbage. They dealing with this right now. You know what I'm saying? She's like, I got a hold of motherfucking the state. She's like, I got a hold of the motherfucking, like, yo, it's PO.
That's right.
I got a hold of every motherfucking body. Like, yo, we ain't playing this garbage. Like, yo, real shit. I wouldn't put a battery in this bitch's back. Like, yo, I don't give a fuck. Like, when it comes down to my fucking seed, son, it'll be get fucking done. I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? Like, yo.
You know, a lot of the issues that we deal with today, I remember you, myself, Eric, and a few of us was talking in another server, and you heard what I said. I said it was the political bullshit, right? I go, listen, at the end of the day, it's very simple to me, right? People got to stand up and hold people accountable. The fact that police think they can get away with shit, the fact that whatever, and I'm not inciting stuff, but Tom, you know what I'm talking about. People think they can get away with shit. It's like the kid in school. He gets away with shit because he's protected. When that protection goes away, people got a completely different tune.
Yo, and that's what I told the motherfucking security guard there, or whatever. Like, it's fucking the CO's out that bitch. You know what I mean? I said, put your fucking CO on the phone. And I was like, yo, look, you keep talking to my fucking kid like this, you're gonna be dealing with a grown man and not a kid. Like, it is what it is. Like, I'm not like, I don't play that garbage. You know what I mean? Like, you gonna deal with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I ain't a fucking kid, and I am armed, and I'm not a bitch. Like, yo, like, nigga, I'll catch you the fuck outside. It'll be what it is. You know what I mean? Like, yo, fuck the garbage.
It's the typical bully mentality. What people don't understand about bullies is like they only work in numbers. You ever been in a situation where you stand up to a group of people and you whittle that and they go, and then they that one person, or you meet that person outside in another whole thing, right? Let's say violence didn't occur. You meet that person in a whole different thing. They singing a wholly different tune. especially if it's a woman. They singing a wholly different tune now. And it's like,
yo,
bro,
here's the bitch. Here's the bitch. Like, yo, if you get a woman one-on-one and they ain't got no options to call another nigga in to help them, it's a whole different animal you dealing with at that point.
Unless she is literally psycho and on some horse shit. If you dealing with a female like that, bruh, you gotta be asking yourself some questions. How the fuck did I get here? Especially if you in a relationship with a broad like that.
No,
you should never be in a relationship like that.
No. Like even then, like yo, real shit. Like yo, there ain't like I've never met a bitch in the world who will stand here and talk reckless to me at my crib, right?
Oh yeah,
like
when I'm
like
in a relationship, ain't no females talk
just
that,
in
that
general.
kind of reckless.
No, just in
general.
general.
Most definitely,
right? Like yo, because
most
like yo,
definitely.
there ain't nobody here to save you, like nigga, like yo,
exactly.
Like nigga, you in the woods and ain't nobody gonna hear you scream. Like, like it is what it is. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody around here gonna care. Like, yo, legitimately, like this dude, legit, yo, he beat the shit out this bitch next door and threw her down the fucking wooden step. There was blood everywhere, right? Like, yo, and ain't nobody called the cops.
But did anybody step in and deal with it?
No one helped.
Wow.
Yo, look, real shit. Like, we don't play that bullshit around here. We don't care.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it is. Like, nobody gives a fuck. Like, nobody gives, like, you can do what the fuck you want. It's your business. Real shit. Like, what
if you know somebody was threatening another individual?
No one cares.
No one cares.
No one cares. I mean, like, yo, if I see like a neighbor I like, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's cool neighbors I like old black ladies, right?
Right.
who are sweeter than shit. You know what I'm saying? Just so nice and awesome and always, hi Tommy, how are you? Oh, you looking good. You losing all that weight. Are you? I wish you would talk to my daughter about losing some of her weight. She got that sugar too, right? You know what I'm saying? Right. Yo, and I love them. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, cool. Right. And like legitimately, like if she was getting jacked outside, you know what I'm saying? Like all of us would step in. You know what I mean? Because like, yo, we love her. She cool, right? And I mean, there was a neighbor downstairs, old lady, fucking, you know what I mean? And she had like fucking what the hell was it? Fucking saber tooth nails and shit, right? You know what I'm saying? Right. She had like the fucking nails that were like coming the fuck out and shit, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Yo, and like legitimately, like this bitch, you know what I'm saying? Like fucking, like she needed stuff every once in a while. Like she had stuff that needed fixed in the house, and we all fucking helped them. You know what I mean? Right? Like we all like, oh yeah, like I'll fix that for you, whatever. I'll change that light for you. You know, like oh here, man, I'll fucking fix your trap. It's fucking your trap on your sink that's fucking leaking or whatever. You know what I mean? Right? Because like that's what you do for your neighbors. But on the same point, like yo, real shit. Like one of these dudes have it out with a bitch. Nobody cares. No one cares. Like legit, we're not calling the cops. We're not stepping in. Like it's none of our business. Like do what you do. You know what I mean? Like we don't give a fuck.
I agree. I agree with B Luco. How the fuck I'll say some of these names?
Blue collar.
He's like never sleep with anyone crazy than yourself. That is nothing but facts, man. Especially if your ass is crazy as fuck. I know my level of crazy. But the thing about it is, if you know yourself, and this is the men, if you know yourself, the kind of women who are problematic and troublesome like that don't fucking approach you. Because number one, you set up boundaries, and women too. Fucking set up boundaries. People today just, well, I just want to bang somebody. Okay, and what if she becomes a baby mama? Come on now, she wasn't. If she's not good enough to be potentially a mom, the fuck is you? Especially if it's a long-term relationship. I'm not talking about just on one night stand, whatever. If you fucking are in a relationship with somebody, right? And you like, I couldn't wife her up or I couldn't be a mom of it. Why the fuck is you having a kid with this chick? The fuck is wrong with you? You ain't a child anymore. Be a man, man. And then be like, she took me in the car. Man, come on, bro. Fuck, you knew what she was.
Yo, look, man, like it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you're gonna knock up, you know what I mean, these random whores. It's okay. Like, yo, just be a dad. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, like, yo, accept that for the blessing of what it is. You know what I mean? Because don't ever look at it. I know, but don't ever look at a kid like they ain't wanted. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Don't never let no kid get that fucking feeling. You know what I mean? Because your kid should have pride in himself and you should have pride in your kid. You know what I mean? Like it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, he didn't ask to be there. She didn't ask to be there. Whoever it is, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, they did not ask to be there. You know what I mean? Like, real shit. You need to stand here and handle your goddamn business as a fuck the frail shit. You know what I mean? You love that motherfucker. You take care of that motherfucker. You treat it well. You buy it everything it fucking wants. You know what I mean? Don't be a fucking bitch in the end of the day. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to hear about how to, like, you wasn't, this wasn't in your plans. You're not a fucking female, nigga. Like, yo, you're not a fucking bitch, all right? There ain't no RU 486 for you, nigga. You know what I mean? Like, that's how the fuck this shit works. You know, there ain't no morning after pill for you, short of, like, you know what I mean, kicking that bitch down a flight of steps. Right? Did I ever tell you about my fucking my super woke abortion that I did?
No, I don't think so.
Right, like, yo, so I gave an American Indian bitch a motherfucking Irish abortion with a Japanese stereo one time, right? Like, like, yo, me and this bitch got into it, and I threw a fucking Sony stereo at her, right? And this bitch was like fucking Cherokee Indian, right? And she was pregnant, and like fucking she ended up losing the baby because it hit her in the stomach. Like,
the fuck, yo. All right. What I'm saying though, Tom, is listen. We're not 16 years old, right? If you're an adult, you know it takes two to tango. You know it usually takes more than one time to fucking sleep with a chick to get her pregnant, right? I personally have never got a woman pregnant. So
yo, look, man. All right, I am the most fertile nigga on the planet. All right, like real shit.
This fucking you can strap your shit just like you told the dude about the Russian chicks, right? You can strap your shit up too. Come on, Tom. You know how this shit works. Biology that's the shit that kills me, right? You know, you have people who are atheistic or whatever. They're like, oh, people are, you know, quote unquote religious people are anti-science. We're like, no, we understand biology 101. That's why how many pastors and shit you know got 4 or 5 plus kids? Yo, they just don't advertise their sex life.
Let me be real with you. Half the problem is I be slow stroking the shit out these bitches, right? That's half the goddamn problem.
I feel you. Right. I feel you. Don't get me twisted. I
smile and wink at a bitch and they get fucking pregnant. Like, it is what it is. Like, I went to Walmart today. It's like 7 or 8 kids are going to be born in 9 months. Like, it's just how the fuck things operate.
Tom, I know what you do. I know what you do. See, this is how, for people listening, this is how Tom gets down, right? He gets with a chick and Tom's like, oh, she's into me. Now, what it is, and yes, she's probably into you, but what it is you know cycles. Tom, you know what I'm talking about, menstrual cycles. She is on her horny phase, bro, where certain dudes look attractive, especially masculine dudes. This shit's been prompted, and guys need to know this shit. So women, depending on their time of cycle, they brain, unless she's like level-headed, which are very few, they change how their attraction works. So this is why they get knocked up by some dudes that they can't stand because they were fucking horny as hell. Guys, you got to be careful about when she's on her cycle.
Look, here's what I'm saying. All right. Look, if, you know what I'm saying, you're not like me. Okay, where like me, I'm literally made to breed like 10,000. Like, nigga, I'm like Muhammad and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like Genghis Khan and whatnot. You know what I mean? Like, a third of the fucking Earth's population is gonna be related to me after I die. Like, that's just how the fuck that works, right? But you know, sometimes, you know what I mean, you're gonna roll the dice, and it is what it is. If you come up unlucky, just handle your fucking business and be a fucking man.
I agree,
right?
I agree. like I said, I'm only giving advice to the dudes who like, no. Like, I'm with Tom. Handle your business, but if you want to avoid that, then choose better. It ain't that difficult. There is like, damn near 8 million people on this page.
You got to make that fucking choice and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is, right? Like me, you know, I'm a retarded motherfucker, right? I love it when a bitch says, I'm gonna have your baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's when I get off.
That shit's sexy. I ain't even gonna lie. That shit's sexy. My current girlfriend, one of the shit that like, oh, and so she like, oh, I can imagine a son with your face. What the like that shit come out of left field. You're like, oh. primal.
Yeah, because that little part of your brain that's like Genghis Khan's like, yeah, nigga, I want all the kids. Like, yo,
it's primal and it's natural. It's healthy. It's how we've been. If you're Christ, well, if you believe in what Scripture talks about, Genesis chapter fucking 2 and 3, it talks about this. Genesis chapter 1 through 3 talks about this. It's natural. The problem is we make this to where shit is unnatural. People are like, oh, I want to have kids. Listen, you make your own decisions, but most men and women have kids. That's just facts. That's just facts. Unless you can't. You physically can't. Most people have kids.
No, I'll be real, man. Like a lot of motherfuckers out here can't. Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why, like, you know what I'm saying? That's why, like, when most niggas, when your girl leans her head back and motherfucking closes her eyes, she's thinking of me. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. Right. And then, like, fucking 8 months later, you know what I mean? The kid pops out. She's like, oh, look at your son. And, like, reality, she carried it 9 months. You know, like, this is how that operates. Right, like a little greasy ass skinny nigga.
You remind me of dudes I grew up with. Yo,
what up,
wild. Some dudes.
How you doing, niggas? Like, yo, how you doing, man? Like, yo, you ever tell a nigga that shit? Like, yo,
get a comedy tour. That's what you're trying to do. You trying to get a fucking comedy tour.
I told a nigga that shit one time. I was in a locker room too, right? Like we was like, you know, it was after work or whatever, right? And everybody's getting changed and shit. And this nigga started talking reckless to me. I was like, bitch, you know when your motherfucking girl leans her head back and closes her eyes? I was like, nigga, she ain't thinking of you, homie. Yo. And everybody just got dead silent. Like that nigga was gonna try and fight me. Fuck out of here.
Justin Kuhn says, "Learn the art of butt stroke." Now I don't know if he's talking about anal or something else. I'm actually curious.
They talking about guns and shit, nigga. They talking about.
Okay. You had me confused for a second there.
So they talking about guns and shit, nigga.
Based on our convo, I ain't know what the
my man said he just got it. He said he just got his concealed carry permit. He's like, okay, fucking get to the Joan and start practicing and practice the butt stroke and all that bullshit. Yeah.
I'll always suggest it, like, because people are like, oh, I got it concealed, and I'm like, do you? I ain't shot at the range in 3 years, and I'm just sitting here like, bro, I don't have.
Yo,
I love.
Dumbbeard said, Dumbbeard said, speaking of babies, you heard Shygon and I are having one. I was like, are you sure? Because she's been on with me.
What?
Yo, Dumbbeard. This nigga like, yo, hold up, fuck it. I'm trying to show the comment. There we go. Speaking of babies, you heard Shygon and right. It's like, you sure? Are you sure, nigga? Like, yo, because she's been on stream with me. I just want to put that out there and whatnot. You know what I mean? Like, yo, that little nigga comes out with a pension.
Hold on, Steve from work. How are you having trouble finding ammo? The fuck?
Yo, ammo's tough to come by right now.
Is it metal production?
Yeah. Yo, no, everybody's sold out because like everybody's been stocking up.
Yep. Like, I told it's what I said before when 2020 was going on and dudes were talking about, oh, load up on guns. I'm like, okay, and when you don't have fucking ammo, what you gonna do about that? That's how I think though, Tom. I be thinking 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 steps ahead. I don't just think, okay, just do this. Okay, buy something impulsively. Then what? You don't have training, you don't have ammo. Now what you gonna do?
I'll be real,
pistol
man.
whip somebody? Come on, bro.
Like, I got like 7 or 8 bricks.
Right. I know you bought it, but you been bought it. So I'm talking. I'm trying
like, to nigga, like yo, the nigga, the moment I saw the toilet paper was not on the shelves, I went and stocked up.
Exactly.
See, was out of toilet paper. I was like, I bought ammo, nigga. Like, yo, niggas gonna be shooting people for toilet paper. Like, it's about to get ugly out this bitch.
See, Tom. See, what you are, you come from gangster roots, right? I'm on outlaw. I'm outlaw. I'm gangster. I understand where you coming from. I'm talking to more normie, regular people who don't come from like you. All right, you are a specific breed, which isn't a bad thing. People today, like you say, the frail shit. This is why a lot of, including white people, right? Just a lot of white people. Yeah. Why they fucking love me? Because I tell the fucking truth. See, they're not used to people telling them the fucking straight up truth. Either that or they get pissed off, and I don't give a fuck. So you can't be giving a fuck. People no. Fucking tell people the fucking truth. Just like when you drop the economic shit. Whether I agree or disagree, that's irrelevant. And people need to wake up to that. It's irrelevant if somebody disagrees with you. If you tell the truth, somebody's like, okay, this person actually has integrity.
Yo,
This person is honorable.
if you tell the truth, niggas is gonna disagree with you.
Yes. Until they either down the road, you know how many people have come back to me sometimes 5, 8 years later. I'm talking people who could be my parents' grandparents. Come back and like, I like what you say. I disagree with you back then, but then you woke the fuck up because your son went through the shit, or whoever went through the shit that I was saying and telling you this many years ago. Or I didn't know what I was talking about. Okay, you'll see. That's what the old people say. Live long enough, you'll see.
That's kind of where I was at, right? That's like I was saying earlier, like fucking like, yo, if you under 20, you have nothing to bitch about, like real shit. Like, yo, because there ain't a motherfucker on this planet. Like, yo, you have nothing to complain about if you're under the age of 20 years old.
I had shit to talk about.
No. You know what? No. Keep this auto. Okay. Aircraft Sparky, what up, man? Right? Like, yo, old folks, legitimate. Would you, like, yo, you ask any old motherfucker, I don't give a fuck if it's Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, or fucking Jeff Bezos. Ask any of them niggas, would you rather be rich and you right now or 18? And every last one of them would go 18.
See, but Tom, let me again, here's where the generational shit comes in, right? You do videos talking about how fucked up shit is out here, how you can't afford shit, right? A lot of old timers think shit was just like how it's like my parents with substance usage, different drugs, alcohol, Now you got to understand, my folks were coming of age in the 70s and in the 80s, right? And you know the shit that was going on out there. Shit's changed. And they didn't understand that. And I had to explain it to them. And they didn't want to hear it at first until they start understanding and learning shit, right? A lot of these old ass motherfuckers, the shit that they did to come up, you ain't doing that today. There's quote unquote more opportunities.
Yo,
but not really.
No, nigga, yo, no. All right, yo, look, no, don't say that. All right, because look, I'll be real with you. All right, if I was 18 and had the world's knowledge in my palm like I have right now with these smartphones, I would have been a billionaire.
But that's the thing though, Tom. 18 years old, you don't have, and you know this, you know how this works. And they say youth is wasted on the young.
No, nigga, no.
You know, 18-year-old has the fucking experience and wisdom to fully utilize those opportunities. That's why there ain't very few 18-year-old billionaires. Come on, bro. You know how this shit works.
No, there's plenty of them, right? And like, here's the thing, like, legitimately, like, bro, like,
18-year-old billionaires. There's a lot of them. Come on now, Tom.
There is like, there's a shit ton of them, right? Like, fucking, there's a bunch of motherfucking like
billionaires.
Yeah, dude, there's a bunch of these kids that started like these bullshit tech companies in like high school and shit, and they fucking just, you know what I mean, made it and got it the fuck done, right? And like, yo, they're out here. Like, I was listening to this fucking radio show the other day where like this mom called in, and she's like, my son, or this dad called in, he's like, my son stood here and he started this drop shipping business when he was like 13, and apparently now like he's making like fucking $80,000 a fucking day, right? You know what I mean? Tom, he's fucking killing it, right? Like, yo, real shit. No. Here's the thing, right?
Drop shipping wasn't even a thing when I was 13, bro.
And this is what I'm saying. Like, yo, if the opportunities that these kids had now, I had when I was a kid. Like, yo, look, when I was 23, right, I went out and I bought a pickup truck, right? Okay. And when I was 24, the flood hit. And legitimately, I made fucking $30,000 in 2 weeks just scrapping fucking metal.
That was wise to take advantage of the opportunity. That's wise.
Yo, this is no. What I'm saying is like, yo, look, any opportunity I would have had back then, I would have did it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, yo, real shit.
We was always you built different. You're built differently.
All of us are like this though around here, man. Like, all of us came up the same fucking way. There's not one of us I know legitimately, like, yo, who, like, my boy, fucking, he got out of jail and like this nigga started fucking this business where he's like painting these motherfucking boxes and shit, doing like tattoo work and whatever right on them.
Oh, that's tight.
And like, right, and he's selling them on motherfucking Facebook for like $200 a clip, and the nigga made like $50,000 this year on this shit, right? Like, yo, I got another boy of mine, like, he fucking stood here and like he got in on the ground level of this fucking fiber optic shit. Now, like, he owns like a fucking $20 million goddamn business putting fiber optic cables fucking through like the motherfucking ground and shit. right?
You ain't got to
Like,
tell
nigga,
age,
all of us are like,
but about what is the age demographic of these gentlemen?
all of them are between like 30 to 37 right now, right? But
That's what.
like
That's
fucking
my point.
these no, but like yo, these dudes like fucking my boy with the fiber optic shit. He started doing that shit when he was like 24,
What
right?
I'm
Like this
saying,
is what I'm saying. Like yo, the grind
most
was always
millionaires.
there.
I feel you, but most millionaires, you know it, don't get to that level at 40. Everybody develops differently. You know what I'm saying? It's not an
Bullshit, bro.
excuse. It's the
Bullshit.
truth. It's the truth. People,
like,
not everybody got that same or an understanding. You got dudes out here that make fast money when they're young, fucking blow that shit on bitches and fucking coke for the proverbial.
I feel you. I have another boy.
Yeah.
I have another boy who made fucking $785,000 as a jockey riding horses at 17.
Hey, that's the way to do it. Yeah,
like, yo,
that's the way. If you can do it, do it.
Look, again, all of us were hustlers. There wasn't a
Right.
single one. There wasn't not one of us among us who was not a hustler. Not one. There wasn't not a nigga I ran with who was not a hustling type of dude. Like I was heavier into the muscle work, right? Like legitimately, like I like, you know, like I did the collections and that type of stuff. But like real shit, like all of us, you know what I mean? We're hustlers. In the end of the day, like you talking to a nigga who took a nickel and turned it into motherfucking a QP in fucking 7 days.
But you're proving the point that I said by you different, that you're built different. We've talked about this a number of times, you and we talk about culture, right? Where you're from, how y'all were raised. It's not a shocker. It's I remember sharing videos with you, the black dude who does the different genetic videos and why different groups of people shine, you know, in certain sports. And he was talking about certain Ethiopians and Kenyans, and it's one specific tribe, and it's how they are not just genetically, but how they're brought up and which is why they excel. And that's what I'm trying to say. Like, it's not an excuse to say this. Not everybody comes from that shit. And that's the sad part about it. Not everybody comes from that hustler's
I'm
mentality.
saying though, like yo, I'm saying like, you know, we fucking like we grew up during the fucking crack epidemic and shit. You know,
Right.
like we grew up desperately poor. You have to remember, like, yo, we legitimately. I remember I was 8 years old the first time I started a business. You know, I mean, like legitimately, I went out and I made flyers and shit and like put them on people's doors and the whole nine for like shoveling snow, like nigga, like yo, and doing yard work and all this type of stuff. I was 8 when I was doing this. I've beat a nigga half to death like 6 times because he stole $40 from me when I was fucking 10. As a grown man.
I feel you. When I was 8, you know, in my background, more so when I was 8 or when I was 19 or whatever, like let's just say helping my dad. A lot of the work I've done throughout my life was unpaid. When you were young and where I'm from, you just did shit and you helped out the adults.
No, like yo, I mean, like, yeah, we did that shit, but on the same point, at no point did I ever expect not to get paid. Like I was never taught to do work for free.
Getting paid was not always a part of the shit.
No,
I grew up.
No,
that's
it was always no. We never, not once in my life have I ever done work and not gotten paid for it.
Good for y'all. Good for you. I'm just like, yo,
never. You know what I'm saying?
That's good.
Like, yo, real shit. Good. Like, yo, because like, yo, you should never fucking ever like understand time is money, nigga. Your time is valuable. Like, I know what my time is worth. You know what I mean? End of the day, like, yo, if you want an hour out of my motherfucking day, you owe me $50. Like it is. You know what I mean? That's what the situation. Fuck the Frail shit. Again, gentleman of the stream. The fucking name of the stream. Fuck the Frail shit. You want an hour out of my time, that's $50. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving this to y'all for free. Right. This is the only reason I'm doing this shit for free. What up?
Time out, Psycho. First and foremost, I don't make excuses for people. I tell different realities.
Do not get caught in the chat.
I'm no. But it's actually an important conversation that he's bringing up. He talked about successful people working longer hours, which is true. He said, "Don't make excuses for people being lazy."
Yo, yeah, that's what it is.
Fucking excuses. I'm just telling you different reality because we were talking about being as children and how we grew up. That's all that I was saying is that I just, adults asked me to do shit and you did shit. That's
Like
how it was when I was
my
young.
thing was this is like, yo, if I wanted clothes, if I wanted shoes, if
Right.
I wanted anything, I had to buy them.
That makes
You know what I
sense.
mean? If I wanted shit, I had to put it in my own fucking stomach. Like that's how the hell that worked. You know what I mean? Like everything outside of the very, very basics of like fucking having a roof over my head and blankets to sleep on at night, nigga, like, yo,
Right.
everything else was on me. You know what I mean? In the
Right.
end of the day. And I never, ever in my life wanted to be without. You know what I'm saying?
I
And
feel
so,
you.
like, I will never be on that level again where I am the fuck without. That's where the fuck I'm at. You know what I mean? That is my mental. You know what I mean? Like, I'm standing here and like, yo, these niggas is not getting it the fuck done. You know what I mean?
I
Like, yo,
feel
and
you.
I fucking, like, I feel for you have the world's motherfucking knowledge at your fingertips and you do not have, you're not fucking utilizing it.
Exactly.
There's something the fuck wrong with you. Like, I was telling niggas today, like, yo, I was in Doge coins at when it was at 3 cents, nigga. That shit ran to 43 today.
You said
You know what I mean?
Dogecoins?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And then like, yo, once I got out of that this morning, which I was concerned because like fucking Robinhood was fucking me, right? I hopped right back into fucking Bitcoin Cash and motherfucking ran that shit up another 10%. You know what I mean? Like, nigga, make your fucking money. You have the ability to do so more than any other time in the history of mankind. You know what I'm saying? Like real shit. The only reason I'm doing this, you know what I'm saying, is because like I feel at some point it is going to pay the fuck off.
Oh
You know
yeah.
what I mean? Like
I
it'll
feel you.
fucking pay dividends. And this allows me to motherfucking be on top of what's going on in the world and have the ability macroly to be able to stand here and, you know what I mean, view the world in a way that to be able to make me more money in the long run. Like, yo,
That's
that's intelligence, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, I learn from this shit all the time. Having the opportunity to talk to motherfuckers and people standing here, you know what I mean? Like, fucking you standing here and you handling your business and like fucking these individuals bringing me shit and telling me about stuff and keep me on top of things and keep me on my toes. You know what I mean? Because steel sharpens steel, nigga. You know what I mean? The end of the day. You know what I mean? Iron sharpen iron, nigga. Like, yo, so like I need these motherfuckers out here to keep me motherfucking tight. You know what I mean? That's really where it is.
I like what Donovan Warland said. He said he remembered having a job at 14. It was cash. The same job now has paychecks 16 and older. We're preventing the young from getting money and skills in the market. I've been saying that since I was a kid. I've been saying the
I
exact
said that.
same
I said
thing.
that earlier. Yo, we're keeping kids
Yep.
being kids forever. You know what I mean?
Yep.
The biggest hindrance to kids is parents and government at the end of the day. But
I
government is
agree.
always your biggest goddamn motherfucking enemy. Right? Yo, Steve Framework. I feel you. My pops was the HVAC dude. You know what I mean? Like, yo, I'm fucking running wire and motherfucking crew foot crawl spaces and shit. You know what I mean? I didn't do much deck work. You know what I mean? I did farm work, landscaping, hayfield. I used to fucking bale hay and shit. Like I did all that nonsense. He said, yo, and I drive truck now. You know what I mean? End of the day, I did fucking steel work. I did heavy industrial work, legit. I'd fucking made truck springs. I made motherfucking gas pipes for like I built pipes literally for the Keystone XL pipeline. You know what I mean? At one point in my motherfucking life. You know, that was back in 08, 09. You know what I'm saying? Like before anybody even knew it was a big thing. You know what I mean? Like, yo, in my family, legitimately, you were an adult the moment you were able to handle your own fucking business. Like, yo, I was behind the wheel of a car at like 8, 9 years old. Like,
a couple of things I had to say to that. One, you bring up your Italian roots, and this is why I say with culture and why it's so important and ancestry, why it's so important, because a lot of that shit, as you know today, is severed, right? You were instilled at that shit from a young age. A lot of people today, they have no relation to their fucking ancestry. They have no relation to any culture. So they fucking become slaves in that mentality.
I
You
feel
feel
you.
me?
Like tomorrow I'm going fishing at a lake, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this lake is literally 5 minutes from the place where I was born. Right? Literally from the ground where I was born at, right? In the goddamn Blue Mountains and shit. Right?
Respect.
Like real shit. You know what I mean? Like fucking like it's a whole different animal altogether. Like I belong to this place. You know, it's part of my ancestry, it's part of my DNA, it's part of my genes. Right? Like, yo, these mountains and these rivers have fucking fed and watered me and my fucking family for 3 goddamn generations, and they do the same for my sons and my children now. You know what I mean? Right. And like, yo, I know what I am and I know what my kids are like legitimately like fucking I have two daughters and a son on the way right now, right? Who are basically full blood fucking guineas. Right. I have another
Right.
one on the way right now, legitimately, who is half motherfucking Pennsylvania Dutch, half Guinea.
Okay. Respect.
Right.
Respect.
Like, nigga, I am tied to this fucking land. I'm tied to these fucking roots. It's part of who the fuck I am as a man. You know what I mean? As a human being, it's how the fuck I eat. It's how I breathe. It's how I talk. It's my accent. It's my work ethic. It's me. It's my culture.
Mm.
It's fucking what I am. Right. And I will be damned if these frail ass niggas try to take it from me. You know what I mean? If these motherfuckers stand here and try to put it in my fucking kid's head, you know what I mean? Like, yo, they're not better than the rest of these motherfuckers. Like, I taught my sons how to hustle and grind. I have my fucking 3-year-old son inside of a fucking motor he knew how to pull an EGR valve off before he was 5 in a goddamn fucking Chevy. You know what I'm saying? My sons were cutting compressors out of goddamn refrigerators and shit and taking them down to the scrapyard with me so they can go and get fucking ice cream on the goddamn weekends. You know what I mean? I taught my kids how to fucking hustle, how to work with their hands and how to do what they needed to do and fix things. That's what you're supposed to do. Give your kids the skills and abilities that go beyond the rest of these motherfuckers. And if you ain't doing that, like, yo, and this is the whole point, like that, yo, dads ain't around to do this shit no more.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But I'll be damned if I'm not doing it with mine. You know what I mean? Yo,
Exactly.
Justin Kuhn, I'll be real, man. Like, yo, fucking, I don't got a pickup truck no more. I got 2 SUVs. Like, fucking,
hey, gotta do what you gotta do for the kids, man. Gotta do what you gotta do for the kids.
I feel you. Well, like, I bought my girl a fucking GMC Terrain and shit, right? And like, I never noticed, like, yo, this is probably like the best selling fucking vehicle in America. Like, you're legitimate. I see them motherfuckers everywhere. Well, I'm in the hood though, so like, you know how black folks do with the GMs and shit. Like, GM legitimately needs to start advertising to the hood.
Buicks and a few others, you know, in the hood, you in the hood when you see certain whips. Yes,
like, yo,
yes,
yo, motherfucking, like, yo, you go down. I swear to God, you go down like the main road where I live at and shit. Because I live like, you know, like you got like the main roads that run through. You have like Paxton, Dairy, Market, motherfucking State Street, right? These are like the big roads in my on the hill, and like, you know, then they got like 17th, 19th. 13th and Cameron. But if you go down fucking Paxton Street, like you make a fucking right out of my neck of the woods, legit, there's donks all over the fucking place, like all fucking Chevy Caprices up on fucking like 55s and shit on some ridiculous stuff, right? And then there's like on the fucking corner, they got the Puerto Ricans with their motherfucking Hondas and whatnot, but like, yo, it's just all GMs everywhere. My whole block is put up with nothing but GM vehicles.
That's how know how to make your money. Like GM and different car companies advertise brilliantly. I remember growing up watching. It sounds like, why are they? And I'm like, it's how they say things, like for women or working moms or whatever, vans or da. The advertisement was genius. It was genius. How these different companies, it's like know your clientele, know who you're trying to go for, target that, and get your money. I think that's wise.
Yo, Steve, it's so fucking important that you teach your motherfucking kids, like, legitimately how to be grown-ups, how to handle their money, how to fucking stand here and pay bills, how to like fucking like, yo, how to sit here and fix shit in their fucking house. You know, it's like so important that you do all of this shit and teach them. Like, and here's another thing: nobody teaches anybody confidence in themselves anymore.
Thank
you. Yo, they stand here and they teach them self-esteem, but nobody has confidence. Well, there's a huge goddamn difference.
Well, part of self-esteem, a lot of people, they don't teach fucking self-esteem. They don't teach confidence. They don't teach none of that shit.
Oh, no, integrity. They be trying to give away motherfucking self-esteem because everybody gets a fucking trophy and shit. You know what I mean? They don't keep track of the goddamn
kids
score
don't even like that shit.
Dumb shit. Yeah,
none of us like
kids knew what the fucking score was. Like,
they knew what they were trash or not. They even said, they're like, man, I ain't worthy of this award. Children, you know what the crazy part about it is, though, Tom? I've always viewed this, right? Growing up, because, again, I'm about a decade younger than you. And I grew up watching this shit, right? All the shit we talk about, I grew up dealing with this. So when we were kids, right, I'm just sitting here and we're being, at a young age, expected to be like adults. And we're watching adults not even doing what we're expected to do. Oh, treat people this way. Oh, act this way. And we're watching adults fuck around and do dumb shit. We're going, wait a minute. But then when we try to have some kind of autonomy as kids, because we're expected to have responsibility, right? Oh, no, you can't be autonomous. We're like, what's going on here? This making no damn sense.
Yo,
And
I
then
gotta address Justin Coons real quick. Nigga, legitimately go trade that shit to fucking. All right. The price is high as shit. All right.
You got
Like, there's
copper?
no reason. Yeah, copper and aluminum. Go trade
Why
it
the
in.
fuck you not trading that in?
Like, I'm 37, right? I'll be 38 next month, right? But I don't know how old you are, psycho, right? But like, yo, real shit, go trade it in. And once you get that money, take the money, put it in an account or on a net spend card or something, put that shit somewhere in like fucking into the internet where you can get that shit and put it in some investment so you can motherfucking make your money grow. Like, real shit. You know what I mean?
agree.
Like, yo, fucking, like, yo, don't keep holding on to stuff because like that's like art, silver and, you know what I mean, gold, platinum, fucking precious metals all day long. Hold on to them. Right. You know what I mean?
Right.
But like, real shit, do not hold on to like regular metal.
Yeah.
Get it, trade it the fuck in. Like, real shit, because you never know how you're 36. Yeah, you're younger than I am, right? You never know when that fucking price is going to drop back down, because I'll be real. The only thing, well, there's only two things holding that price up right now. Number one is restriction in supply due to the fact of like shipping slowing down due to the coronavirus. And to be honest with you, raising prices of labor in the shipping industry as a whole, right? Because like overseas, they're having hard times being able to have workers show up because they're just not being able to pay them as much, right? Because they're paying them too much, right? And number two, you know what I mean? Like fucking international shipping as a whole, that means like it has to be produced in America and or Mexico or South America, and those prices are high. You know what I mean? Like as a whole coming out of these countries just due to the fact a lot of them are socialist and, you know what I mean, they tax the dog shit out of them. You know, so like understand, like I don't, and on top of that, the dollar's super weak. So with the dollar being super weak, that immediately can come crashing to the fucking deck at any given time that they decide to like, I don't know, tax some shit out of the market. And on top of that, May 15th is when tax day is now. Right?
Wait. Tax day got adjusted a month ahead?
Yeah.
Wow, I never heard that one, and I've been kind of keeping the pulse on a lot of things. Wow. Okay.
Older sell collectibles. Now, I don't know, nigga. Like I'm holding on to my collectible coins, my collectible silver coins. You know what I mean?
I can talk about that Star Wars shit. How old are we talking? I would have to know age, because I would tell you if it's super old, hold. If it's relatively new, it depends on the item.
Yeah, I don't know how like soft the market is for collectibles and art right now. I just don't know where it's at as a whole. I know for cars, like the collector car market is super soft at the moment, right? Like legitimately, like yo, I was watching that fucking Barrett Jackson. They had, what was it? They had like a 71 motherfucking like Camaro or fucking 71 something. It was really fucking nice. And like I was motherfucking shocked. It went through the fucking it went through the joint, and it had been fully restored. It's fucking beautiful. It was great shape. Went through for like 25 grand. Like, nigga, like, yo, that right there, that's an $80,000 car all day long. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I know the market is soft as fuck for fucking collector cars. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know where
they're telling me tax day's always been May 15th. What? Since
April 15th.
It's April 15th.
No, April 15th is tax day.
Yeah,
May
what are you
15th,
what are you guys talking about?
Yeah, April. It's May 15th. They extended it like 6 months ago. They extended it. It is a month ahead aircraft. They extended it a month out. You know what I mean? Steve from work, man. Motherfucking get it done, my brother. You know what I mean? Nice seeing you out here. Right? Fucking, yeah, like it is what it is. You know what I mean? The rich pay taxes. All right? They do. The rich pay fucking taxes. Is just, what do they pay taxes on? They pay property taxes, they pay state taxes, they pay local fucking taxes, you know what I mean? And they pay fucking capital gains and federal taxes. They just don't pay, companies don't pay fucking federal taxes as much as you think they should. But anybody who's fucking getting a goddamn, pulling any of their shit out of the market is paying their fucking share of fucking taxes and shit. Like, it is what it is. You know what I mean?
You did a video, I think, I forget how many days ago now, because days are starting to run together for me, but about how you kind of want to accelerate to kind of not necessarily a crash, but get shit fucked up for lack of a better term. And I'm with that because I don't know, pretty much every job I'm at, right? Work with guys, especially guys who, come from similar struggle. And this is what companies consistently do, right? They don't want to pay for high skilled labor, but then they bitch and moan about, oh, you working hard, you not necessarily be the most experienced guy. Like let's just put it that way. But then they want professional, speed or skill and da da da. But then you're like, wait a second, but y'all not really trying to pay for that though. So I'm for this shit getting fucked up, so that these companies actually start compensating people. Cause I'm getting sick and tired of this shit. It's annoying as fuck.
Here's my mentality, right? Like fucking, I be seeing these companies out here fucking like they're like buying up billboards or whatever, and they're saying like fucking thank you truckers. You know what I'm saying? You keep going when the world stops. Like, and I really want to like fucking just like grab like a motherfucking like something to like paste over it that goes, then fucking pay us.
Thank you.
Nigga, I'm not doing this for a thanks. I'm not doing this for y'all. I don't care about y'all. I care about my fucking paycheck, asshole. I don't give a fuck about your freight. I don't give a shit if the whole world burns the fuck down. Pay me.
Literally, this is and I've worked in various industries, various jobs. I'm talking about some of them, right? And this is literally every job I've ever worked at. Like and if you're a good worker, if you were legit, which they like having you on. But then it's like they put more and more pressure on you, more and more, and you're like, wait a second, time out. Especially when I was younger, right? You know good and well what my age was in my background. You know I ain't been working for fucking 20 years at the damn shit. Or in your case, you've been doing this a while. But then they're like, they find ways not to want to pay you what you're worth. And I'm just sitting here like,
yo, that's what all this dick sucking's about. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Stone Mexican guy. That's what I'm saying, right? Legitimately, right? Like fucking, like, yo, we need a fucking. I want a bonus hero check, right? Exactly. That's the fucking point, right? In the end of the day, like, dude, I want a fucking check. I don't give a fuck about you. Thanks. And that's what like most frontline workers, all these nurses and shit. That you call them frontline workers, and you fucking suck their cocks. You know why? So you don't have to pay them.
Exactly.
That's what you're doing, right?
Exactly.
You think if you can kiss everybody's ass, you're not gonna have to pay them a fucking check. That's fuck the frail shit, nigga. Fucking pay me. Like, fuck the garbage.
They can companies can find ways to spend a couple mil on a 30-second ad. Yep. But somehow they don't have money. They don't have money to pay some folk. That never made any sense to me. I get advertisement. I'm not opposed to it, but I'm going, wait a second here.
Like, fuck you, pay me, nigga. Like, fuck the garbage. Like, fuck the frail shit, dude. Pay me. In the end of the day. Like, it's fucking garbage. Like, I'm so sick of these motherfuckers. In the end of the day, like, bro, like, I don't care about your garbage. I don't care about your bullshit. I don't care about your nonsense. Cut me a check. I don't want you to thank me. All right. I don't give a fuck if you're thankful for what I do at all. You want to show me you're thankful? Fucking give me a fucking paycheck, dummy. Like, that's how the fuck you show somebody you're thankful for what they do. I ain't never done nothing for free. Like, I don't care about this country. I don't care about these people. I don't give a fuck, nigga.
Like, I thought you said you cared about the country. That's what you told me before.
I don't care about this country. Nigga, I care about this land. I care about my state, my area. I don't give a fuck. This nation can fucking rot. I don't give a fuck. Like, if California fell into the ocean tomorrow, legitimately, it's not gonna change how I wipe my ass.
I thought you because you often talk about nation and nationalistic. Now the real time comes. Like, you know what? This is why I fucks with you. Like I say, we come to different conclusions. All the arrogance and whatnot. But this is what a lot of people don't understand when I talk with different people. Most of the people, 70% or more people that I talk to on shit, they come to the same similar conclusions. It's just we arrive in different ways. Like they'll be like, we'll the devil's in the details, but most of us agree on the same shit. And that's what most people don't understand, divide and conquer. You get people focused on the wrong shit. It's like 3-card Monty, right? You get them focused on the other two cards instead of paying attention to what's really going on. And that's how people get fucked over anally all the time. Is they don't pay attention. And then when people like you and I bring up shit, oh no, that's not what's going on. No, that can't be. No. And I'm like, y'all fucking slaves.
What's up?
Oh, what's good?
Okay, well, first of all, I just want to get something off my chest. You know, earlier what you said about the whole "don't fucking thank me, pay me." I said the exact same shit a few months ago when they started putting up all that fucking cocksucking shit every time I went to a goddamn truck stop. And I was like, listen, I'm like, you stupid motherfuckers. I've been driving this truck for fucking goddamn 6 or 7 years, and all you pieces of shit talk shit to me because, oh, you're holding up traffic. Like, you piece of shit, I'm in the right lane hauling 80,000 pounds of bullshit that you want to buy for cheap at Walmart. And now that you fucking pieces of shit want Amazon shit on cheap, oh, now I'm a hero. Fuck you. Give me at least a fucking year's worth of salary if I kept this shit moving, you fucking faggots. Fuck everybody. Fuck you stupid motherfuckers. I don't care if you get your shit from fucking Amazon. I don't care if this fucking country goes to shit. I'll go to Mexico. Y'all can suck my dick, shut the fuck up, or pay me. God damn. Fuck, God damn it.
100%, nigga. 100%. Yeah, I said the same exact shit. The same, the identical words, nigga. Identical. I was like, I don't give a fuck about you, your fucking freight, your garbage. Fucking pay me.
No, here's another thing that fucking annoys me, dude. My terminal manager, this fucking idiot always leaves me a little fucking card, like with the fucking thank you corporate message, and I just have to post. No. Here's the thing. I leave him post-it notes on his fucking computer screen. Then give me a fucking raise or leave it the fuck alone. You're not my mom. I don't need nice notes.
Yeah, like, you know how tired I get? Like, every time you come back to the shop is, thank you for all you do. Like, fucking pay me, nigga. I don't give a fuck about your fucking bullshit.
Pay me $5, $10 more. The fuck you mean? Pay me $20 more. The fuck? I don't need a damn thank you. That's your thank you.
And you know what?
Says that about
you want
pay the motherfucker.
You want some fucking? You want to show me some thankfulness? I'll settle for a fucking $20 Walmart gift card. I'll take that over your fucking thanks any day. Shit.
I don't want a damn gift card. No, pay me what
I'm saying that's like the bare fucking minimum.
No, just pay me what I'm fucking worth. I can buy the shit, and that's the thing. I found out that motherfucking companies put shit in unemployment.
You want here's the thing. Here's the thing. You want me to keep rolling while the rest of the motherfucking the rest of the motherfucking goddamn fucking world is falling the fuck to shit, and everybody's out here getting their unemployment with the $600 on top of it, right? Like, I'll be real. My fucking top end unemployment $600 with the $600 a week on top of it, nigga. I be making $1,200 a week staying the fucking home, nigga. Pay me, real shit. You can hand these motherfuckers $600 to stay the fuck home. Hand me $600 to keep rolling. Hey,
Pinoy, you gotta admit though, the streets were nice when everybody was locked down. Fucking free highway as far as I can see. No dumbass fucking Prius trying to cut you off. It was fucking amazing.
Driving right through the middle of fucking Chicago, son, and not even fucking slowing down. It was the best shit ever.
One of the things I found out though from 2020, I kept wondering for like 3-4 years.
Oh, I'm out. I gotta pay attention to the damn road. I'm out.
All right, my brother. Later.
Easy, brother. What I kept wondering, like, why my check seemed to be coming across short. You know what I found out what companies were doing? They were fucking paying in the fucking unemployment instead of paying my shit. I would work more hours. I would work OT and shit, and my shit would come out basically the same. And while I'm out here struggling to a degree, I'm like, where the fuck my money at? I find out in 2020, that's where all my motherfucking money went. I was like, wait a second here. If y'all would have just paid me my shit, that's what pissed me off all of 2020. If you would have just paid me my shit, I wouldn't be in this fucked up situation.
Like, you got to remember, like, hang on a moment, Sparky. You got to remember something. My whole nationalist pitch, legitimately, is because I want my wages to go up. It has nothing to do with carrying out this nation.
Look, all that's all fine and dandy, but while you're bitching about your salary, motherfucker, go lease you a truck, start your own company, stop working for someone else. If you were sitting there going, you ain't paying me enough. You accepted a job, motherfucker. That's
Sparky,
the way
time
it
out
is.
now.
No,
Time
no,
out. Come
no,
on
no,
now.
no,
You
no,
know
no.
that's not basic
Hang on, no, no,
economics. Come on,
no,
bro.
Oh, that is
no.
basic
Okay,
economics.
so here's the
Okay,
deal.
you take
Here's the
that
deal.
job.
Do you know how much extra money I would make if I leased a truck?
I got a
You'd
friend
be in
that
debt?
leased a truck right now. He's doing much better than what he does working for any of the national. Now he goes on the open road. If you do what regional, right?
Do you know how much money? I know I'm working local, right? Do you know how much money I would make, extra money I would make doing my job that I'm doing right now, fucking if I leased a truck?
No idea.
You'd be in debt.
$600 extra a week.
Okay.
Yep. There you go.
No, but here's the thing though, right? That's before a truck payment or maintenance cost or
No.
insurance.
See, in order to make that profitable, normally you got to go on the open road. You got to go.
I'm not doing all that shit.
You got to go cross country.
I'm not doing
see,
that.
here's the deal. But here's the deal. If you wanna act, you accepted the job. You accepted the salary.
No. What I'm saying is that what I want is I want all these fucking immigrants who are driving a truck kicked the fuck out of the country, and I want the rates to go through the. I want the rates to go through the roof so I can get a raise. I want them to stop telling me thank you on a fucking billboard and instead put that money into our paychecks.
Yeah. By the way, Psycho, I'm a black dude. Just have to throw that out there.
It's much cheaper to put that sign out.
No, it isn't. No, it's not. No, it's not.
It is. It's actually much.
Come on, dude. I put out billboards. I put out billboards. It don't cost that much.
Well, what size company we're talking about though?
I put out billboards as a private citizen, not a company.
Well, there you go.
I mean, you're talking like you're talking like $200 a week for a billboard, man. It ain't that much.
Okay, that makes sense.
Legitimately,
I get you on that one.
Yeah, what I'm saying is like instead of saying thank you or putting up like messages and truck stops and shit, right? Just fucking pay me.
Oh no, I don't want to. I hear
thanked.
you, man. I completely understand. I completely understand what you're saying. I'm just telling you, it's kind of like the only way you're gonna get paid more money from your company is if you leave it and start your own. You know,
well, like even here's the thing, like with what I do is no matter what would happen, I'd still like basically be working for the same company I'm working for right now.
Well, yeah, because you live in Appalachia, kind of small area.
No, not at all. Like every trucking company in the world's here. That's not the fucking point. Like I run rail. Like that's what I do. That's what I've done since I've started trucking. Like fucking I run rail, right? Right. And I know every place I'm going, I don't even need a GPS anymore. Like to get any of the places where I go. Right. And like shit. So as an owner operator, like basically you get paid a flat rate for whatever it is that you fucking run. Right. And I know what the paychecks are. You know what I mean? So in the end of the day, like you don't make that much fucking money. Like, yeah, I can make $4,000 a week. I probably could, you know what I mean? If I hustle hard and handle my motherfucking business and whatnot. But in the end of the day, like it's not worth it when, you know what I'm saying, all of a sudden your heads had to be rebuilt to the tune of $35,000, or you got to put a transmission in your truck for like $50,000, right? Like it's just not fucking worth it.
Right.
It's too much of a
I'm all for entrepreneurship, Sparky, but you have to understand, can you survive? Most businesses fell within a year. That's the truth. It's not me making excuses. That's just honest.
Like in trucking, like the vast majority of people who go and buy a fucking truck, you know what I mean? Like inside of 5 or 6 years, you know what I'm saying? Like fucking they end up going back to working for a company again.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, that's because a lot of them just don't want to deal with the taxes and shit like that, dude. And it does cost a lot of money to lease your truck. Like I said, I got like
the average truck price is $250,000 for a new truck.
Yeah.
You want to get a used one, you're still talking $80,000 for a good one.
Exactly.
Yeah. My one of my buddies growing up, dude, that's actually what he did. And he's actually making a pretty decent living doing it. But he'll tell you he has no life.
That's the point. Anybody starting a company, that's what happens.
That's your trade-off. Okay.
As a trucker in general, you don't have a life.
Yeah. So that's your trade-off. If you're going to sit there and bitch about you not getting paid enough money, Your choices are you either go out on your own and make it, or you work for someone else and you don't. It is what it is. It's just like like if I want to make more money,
and Stone Mexican guy is also right about that too.
Yeah, right? I agreed with Stone Mexican guy.
But
yeah, like all the good paying contracts are held by giant corporate. And here's the other bitch: these giant corporations drive down the prices by fucking doing it for nothing. Like Swift will take a fucking thing. Hang on, I'll be right back. My kids are screaming.
Yeah, I feel where you're coming from, Sparky. I just learned how these companies get down. I see, and I talk with different entrepreneurs.
I know what the game is when it comes to that. But see, I jumped in when you were talking about, oh man, you don't understand. It's so hard, yada yada yada. And I'm just going, young man, nah, it's really not.
I've tried to start multiple businesses. It's not like I'm one of these these little liberals saying this, that, and the third. That's not what I'm talking about. I've attempted. It's just I didn't say. I mean, anything worth success takes a lot of work, and it's not easy. I'm not one who gives up. I work all kinds of jobs, a lot of hardworking jobs. You feel me? I'm just talking about companies pay you what you're owed. That's all that I'm talking. I'm not talking. I'm not.
A company will never pay you. A company will never pay you what you're worth. The company will pay you what you'll accept. Okay,
and I feel you. No, I'm not even talking about acceptance or what you're worth. I said pay you what you're owed. Specifically that. Companies today, you know how many companies get caught up in fraud and wage theft and all this shit, and they'll pay the court fees to get away, and they'll do this shit for years. That's what shit I'm talking about. They're not paying fucking workers. You know how many companies don't want to pay out? They'll play this game so that people won't have full-time work, right? For example, they'll play it to where, and if somebody runs over 40, they get pissy. But then they want you to do jobs that require 50 plus hours a week, or they'll put dudes on salary knowing that they're not making shit. This is the kind of games that's being played out here. And a lot of people don't talk about this stuff because a lot of people just keep quiet and yes, master, I'm just going to do my job. Stupid.
Well, I mean, you working for the wrong places. I'm just telling you. Because
no. Like, yo, that's not true. Like, yo,
I'm a legit, I'm skilled labor.
You're saying I'm working for the wrong places. That is what I'm describing is 80% of companies. 80%. And I'm not making these stats up. You can start looking at companies and how they deal with workers.
I've worked shipbuilding. I've worked all kinds of stuff, and I have never walked away not getting paid what I'm owed. Now, maybe it's the type of work. You know, that has something to do with it. I don't know. But what I do know is that every time I've accepted a job, I've accepted the payment. And I've worked one place where we have actually done things, like save the go on strike and shit like that. I mean, because it's got to happen every now and then. But that's
I'll tell you what, I had a company one time legitimately, right? Actually, I had 3 companies, right? Where like if you quit without giving 2 weeks notice, right? These motherfuckers legitimately could take away whatever pay you were getting, whether it's $12 or $13 an hour, and they pay you $7.25.
They don't care.
Just because you got chopped. Nah, dude. See,
no. That is literally how every temp agency out here works.
Facts.
Then maybe you should probably sue them.
With what money?
With what money? You're making $7.25 an hour.
You do realize there are lawyers that will definitely take half of the
winnings. What winnings are you going to take? McDonald's does that shit
all the fucking time.
I never worked for a company like that, so
that I'm telling you, 80% of companies do this shit. You know how many lawyers literally work in business law, work in union law. I have friends who are lawyers working this kind of shit, and they make a living off of these fucking cases. It happens all the fucking time. All the time.
Yeah, like yo, legitimately, like yo,
That's
these
crazy.
companies do this shit, right? These companies do this shit all the time, like low wage
They don't
workers,
pay.
constantly. Yeah, like I've literally had companies like just go defunct and then I don't get a paycheck.
Yep.
That's crazy. Yeah, I've never experienced that, man.
Sparky, what part of the nation you live in, if you don't mind me asking?
Currently, I live in Oklahoma, but I'm from Mississippi, which is a poor area.
Oh, I know. I'm from the South too, so I feel you.
Right,
but
I'm saying like I'm from a rich part of this country, and legitimately, like yo, I've fucking seen this shit my whole life. They don't give a fuck about you, right?
Yeah,
They
I've lived
literally
in rich and poor,
if
and
you ever
they
think
don't
a
care.
company
They
does
don't
give
care.
a fuck about you, you're wrong.
It's not even that though. It's like smaller businesses and shit I've worked for don't do me dirty like this shit. But they fucking will work you, some of them, like a fucking slave. That's the thing, man.
I've worked for contractors, dude.
I'm saying like, yo, look, like my point is right. Like, yo, in the beginning of the stream, I say, yo, look, make your fucking money, handle your business, do what you got to do. You know what I mean? Don't fucking, you know what I mean? Don't be on that bullshit. Right. And like, I'm kind of on this level right now where I'm like, nigga, I want, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, yo, nigga, stop saying thank you and fucking pay me, because like, that's what the fuck, you know what I mean? That's really where I'm at. Cause I don't fucking care about American freight. I don't give a shit if this nation continues on. I don't care if these niggas starve. Right, because honestly, like I thought this year when like this coronavirus shit happened, the trucks, us truckers should have struck. We should have just had a strike, shut everything the fuck down, and like, you know,
why didn't y'all do it?
Everything down. You know what I'm saying? And like, yo, force these motherfuckers to pay us more money.
But real talk, that was a choice, and I mean, there's always gonna be scabs, so you can't act like.
We was trying, you know what I mean? But like everybody chickened the fuck out. Like, oh, here's what happened. They tried to start a strike on Facebook and the government came in and shut it the fuck down.
Well, see, I am going to tell you this. A lot of truckers right now are worried because their industry is going to be gone, or they think it's going to be gone in the next 10 years. And that's BS.
Welcome to 90% of workers. That's all I have to say to that. A lot of people are concerned about that shit. Welcome to the rest of us.
I tell people all the time, like, look, you are just as important as you make yourself if you know how to do it. Like, what I do for a living, I fix airplanes, dude. It's basic shit. You can have a computer do the same stuff that I do for diagnostics and troubleshooting, but computers can't think outside of their programming, and that's where someone like me comes in. That's how I make myself from becoming obsolete. Now, once they figure out AI, but by then I've done made my money and gone.
You expect see here. This is what I'm saying. People, they said the same thing back with kerosene in the 19th century, right? Oh, it's a sure bet. There's nothing ever a sure bet when it comes to technologies.
Well, when it comes to aviation,
I'm not being dismissive. I'm being honest.
There are certain things that you will never see happen right off the bat. Real talk. Just because of safety and everything else. Like, AI is never going to completely take over aviation because there's safety. There's too much safety involved. And the maintenance can't be done.
You're assuming that people give a fuck. I'm serious.
Like, Justin Kuhn, I don't know if there's somebody said like get your pussy and you pay at the same place. I'm saying like this, right? Legitimately, like you'll never shit where you eat.
Yeah, you never shit where you eat.
Follow that. Some people get wives and husbands. Other people follow that policy. So just depends what you do.
Nah, yo, don't ever shit where you eat, nigga. Like legit, like fucking, like if you're gonna get pussy, do not pull it out of work. I learned that at 15.
No. That's how you get fucked up.
I know. I learned that at 14 when I lost my virginity and got shot at for it. Like real shit. I legitimately, like, yo, I ended up having to have like this. I literally had to go sell drugs to pay my people to stay at the motherfucking place where I was working at and just sit there all day with the hammers on to make sure my mans didn't come through because I fucked this bitch.
Damn.
That's just Tom's grimy, man. That's all it really is.
That's grimy as fuck. You ain't lying. I ain't never been in any type of that with women, man. That's wild.
see, Tom did it knowing the bitch was married. Most cats get caught up not knowing the shit because the bitch is trifling. But Tom,
yeah, I didn't know.
Find out if a chick is married. It's really not that difficult, honestly.
Look,
all these excuses.
I was 14. She was 18. Right. I banged her out in her crib, and her man came home, and I had to jump out the motherfucking window, running up a hill, busting off, like fucking ducking from these shots coming my way. And then I got the whole way back, like almost to the crib. I was at the parking lot of the pizza shop in front of my crib, and like legitimately, the cops pulled me the fuck over and banged me for curfew. I was so thankful because I had like 4 packs of cigarettes on me and like an ounce of weed, and they ain't find none of it.
They had curfew where you fucking from? Damn.
Yo, look, bro. Like, do you remember I was telling you that, like, where I was living at, like, we had like cameras on our buses and shit, and like fucking like we had police that followed the bus to school every day.
Cops could have tried that shit where I'm from, but they wouldn't have done shit because it would have served no purpose.
Like you got to remember, like, this is a neighborhood where, like, legitimately, like, when they try to combine my high school or my junior high and high school with another junior high and high school, like, the parents from the other junior high and high school literally came out and said, we don't want our kids going to school with those animals, right? Like, and they weren't wrong. I feel some sort of kind of way about that, but they weren't wrong about that. You know what I mean? Like, when you got people at your bus stop, you know what I mean? And like, they're over there with like bags on their fucking feet because they ain't got no shoes, and they looking to gaffle a nigga for their motherfucking Nikes. You know what I mean? Like, it's a whole different breed of individual.
Yeah, see, that's where shit already starts getting fucked up because you introduce poverty into that bitch.
It's way, it was a whole different level of poverty, right?
Yeah.
Like, we had like these foster parents, right? And like, they used to lock their kids up out the motherfucking house and shit. And one day we put a battery in these kids' back, and they broke into the crib, and we just robbed that motherfucker blind. Like, we stole everything, like, including the paintings on the walls. Like,
damn, y'all took the fucking paintings too?
Yo, nigga, like, we was stealing refrigerator magnets.
Your bitch is heavy. Nah, fuck that shit. We took the damn fridge. Them shit's too heavy.
We took the cable box, right?
Next you gonna tell me y'all stole the stove too?
Yo, we was thinking about it. Like,
stoves and washing machines. Well, some washing machines are light, but them bitches too heavy. That's where I would definitely have not done. I'm like, this if it's too fucking heavy for me to carry, fuck that shit.
Like, I mean, like, cause like, you can't really roll that down the street. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can try, you got to do like a skateboard or something underneath of it to get that motherfucker to move.
Like, even if you have a truck, it'd be taking like, depending on the type, it could take 3 to 5.
You don't know
shit in there.
You don't know us, nigga. Like, legit, we would have made that shit happen. Like, we were them type of dudes.
Almost.
Like, I'm saying, like, but I'm saying, like, it was a whole different breed of animal. Yeah. Right. I forget where this shit started from. Oh, the curfew thing. Yeah. Like, all right. So they had to put in the curfew, right? Because like, motherfuckers just kept getting robbed at random, right? Like, just all the time. It was a constant state of niggas getting stuck up. Like,
so what you trying to say?
I live in the capital city, right? The capital.
So what you trying to say is,
and like, they literally had to bulldoze the buildings around the capital and put in like fucking like high rent fucking townhomes because the senators kept getting robbed.
Todd, what you try to tell me is that you're specifically what a lot of rap songs were written. Yo, Little Homies by Pac, fucking Brownsville by damn it, their name slipping my mind right now. Fuck
bro, like when that song "Stick Up Kid" came out, it was the anthem in my fucking city, like legit. Like, everybody knew somebody in the work release program, legit. It's like, it was what it was. You know what I mean? Like, we used to legitimately like fucking go over to the goddamn Triangle car wash and shit. You know what I mean? And like fucking sell them niggas fucking ramen noodles and whatnot for like $4 a clip. Cause like, the motherfuckers couldn't keep nothing at the motherfucking work release spot because everybody would rob your food when you left. Like, it was a whole different animal where I lived at. You know what I mean? Like, we had crackheads that would walk around and shit. We'd pay them to go get us beers and shit. And they wouldn't even like buy like fucking 6-packs. These niggas would go get draft beers and bring them out of the bar to us. Like,
Hey, yo, Tom. You know what I love about your streams and your shows. You got Sparky here from a completely different part. I'm from a completely different part. You're from a different, and comparing, and I think this shit's important. Besides just the conversation on economics and all that, is that a lot of people only know where they're from. They don't understand how shit works for other people around the world. So they're like, why shit? They just do this, and I try to tell people because where I'm from, we have people from across the globe. Literally. Where I also live, we have people from across the globe. So I get experiences and gain knowledge from people. And you find out, a lot of people live similarly, but a lot of people also think and live differently. You know what I'm saying? Just like you and Floyd had that problem with the homeowners people versus fucking people who have cars in their lawns. I'm cool with both types of people. I don't give a fuck. Do what you do as long as you're not trashy.
Here's where I'm at, right? Here's where I'm at. I'm cool with anybody as long as like you're not trying to force me to live the way you do.
That's my point. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Right. I'm like,
exactly
I don't want to hear bullshit about your property value. Right.
Exactly.
Like, I don't care about your house shouldn't be an ATM to begin with.
If you care about that, go and fucking live in a neighborhood that eventually gives a fuck about that. Don't try to fucking force that on other neighborhoods. That's all I say to that.
Okay, now I'm about to have to run, but I gotta say this.
Yes, sir.
I just refinanced my house and I'll have that shit paid off in 7 years. I would have only paid about $28,000 worth of interest on it. And my house will probably appreciate 40. And that's
literally it's your home. You shouldn't even care about what your house is worth.
Oh, no. See, I don't plan on staying in bumpkin ass Oklahoma. as soon as I retire, look, the plan is this. I'm gonna pay my house off. I'm gonna buy another house. I'm gonna move into that one. I'm gonna rent this one out, and then I'm gonna pay it off in 6 years because I got it all sorted out. It is
that's
beautiful.
That American mentality. That's foreign to me.
That's foreign to me too. Like real shit. Like when I buy a house, that's the house that I want my kids to always know. And when I die,
parents have had the same house,
and it's home to them.
My parents have had the same house pretty much my entire life. So
my kid's already out of the house. So it's.
Well, I don't care whether or not your kid's out of the house. I'm saying, like, when your kids have grandkids, like, fucking those grandkids should immediately know that that's your motherfucking, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like that's grandpa's house. You know what I'm saying? That's the house where my dad was raised in. They should have the option of living in that type of manner.
The plan is we're gonna move down to Florida or Tennessee, someplace with no damn state taxes. Probably Florida because my wife loves Disney World.
I can give you advice about Florida now. Be very careful when you move. Very careful.
Bro, I know all about all that stuff, man.
I'm from South Florida. I can give you Floridian perspective. Is a different perspective.
Well, look, man,
everybody's always been bitching about their home. Other than me, like I like where the fuck I live and where I came from. I'm the only person in the world. I'm the only person in the world who likes where he grew up at. Like, legit.
I love my hometown, but I
love where I grew up. I'm just saying there was no work for me for what I wanted to do.
Exactly. I had no fucking work, man. I got tired of being fucking broke.
If you want to make money, sometimes you got to move.
Exactly.
I'm cool with that mentality. Like, legit, that's a dumb fucking mentality to have, right?
But it's been going on for at least the last 300 years in industrialized nations.
Because it's a dumb fucking ideology, right? Because like all of a sudden, like now, like fucking Texas is gonna turn into California and shit, right? Like it's fucking
Texas is a lot like Cali. Just no one wants to talk about that shit.
No, Texas it's been like that shit, like Cali, bro.
Yeah, really? I mean, because like Austin is just like fucking Cali.
Austin is the bastard. It's an odd duck, man.
No, but
it's just like trying to sit there and say all of Louisiana is New Orleans, and that's a big bullshit with cheese.
But no, Sparky, you gotta understand.
As far as I'm concerned, all of Louisiana is New Orleans. Like, because I literally know nothing else about fucking Louisiana.
Oh well,
But Spark, you got to understand the context that I'm coming from. I'm not talking culturally. That's not what I'm saying. And what I'm saying is when you compare the two states, there are a hell of a lot of similarities from size, population, monetary, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Yes, they have different cultures, but every place has different cultures. But when you look at things, both of them could easily go independent and secede, for example. Easily.
Well, I feel like Austin. Well, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Actually, California couldn't because California can't even.
Yes, it can.
No, it doesn't even produce its own water or electricity. It can't do it.
Because you're comparing it to how things are now. It could definitely secede. It could have seceded over a decade ago.
No, it could have. But today, they can't even supply enough water for themselves. They depend on 3 other states to supply them electricity and water.
Sure, you can figure just because you secede doesn't mean you can't get your resources met.
Oh, no. If they succeeded, they would be sanctioned into complete poverty.
No, they wouldn't. No.
The fuck they wouldn't.
Okay.
You're going to tell me the United States government would just give up one of the most profitable states in the union? Nah, fam, that ain't how that works.
Yeah. Yes, they absolutely would. If a place
I'll be honest with you, like if it was up to me, I would kick them the fuck out. I wouldn't even fucking keep them.
See, I would say that too, but the deal is, the U.S. government isn't going to do that because there's too many resources as far as technology and stuff. They just would not allow it to happen.
Sparky, you can have things as a pseudo territory, even as a nation.
Honest, if it was up to me, I would bomb that fucking state the fuck out. Like if it was up to me, like I'd personally like get in a helicopter and just drop bombs on that state as a whole.
Sparky, but you also got to understand my mentality. Mega nations are a fucking cancer in modern history. Listen, you can't. Oh, I got to echo.
Okay.
Psycho headphones, nigga.
Yeah, but I'll tell you this right now. There is not a state in the union that exists today that could maintain its
what's that?
Its standard of living.
What's that?
Without other states.
I would argue that there are several states that would be better, actually.
My state can completely handle its fucking standard of living without the rest of you fucking assholes.
Most states actually that are anywhere like Pennsylvania, I would argue Pennsylvania, New York, Florida,
Virginia,
Cali, Texas, and a few others would be better off actually.
I wouldn't say that.
If you know how much some of these states are literally supporting the rest of the nation, bro.
No state can feed itself by itself.
We can.
Well, okay. Once again, look how many. Okay, Sparky, look at Europe.
Why aren't you?
Look at
we do.
Sparky. Look how many.
Like, yo, look, hang on a minute, Dip. All right, so check this out. All right, so Pennsylvania has all of its own shit, its own resources, its own natural gas, its own oil, its own food supply. Motherfucking, we are a net exporter of everything we do. We maintain most of the Northeast fucking shipping fucking abilities, and we have our own fucking seaport, and we do our own imports and exports. The fuck can't we do?
Sparky.
What's the major port in Pennsylvania?
The Delaware.
Hello.
The Delaware port, the port in Delaware.
Well, Philadelphia, fucking, it's
Philadelphia, the old one of the oldest ports in the nation.
Oh, yeah. They used to. Why are they not using that port as much as they used to?
Because fucking New York's there, Jersey's there, Delaware's there. Most of the fucking the southern states all fucking like have Charleston and all these big ass fucking ports.
Like I remember when they used to have the naval shipyard there.
Yeah,
I wish they'd open that shit back up.
Camden still does a shit ton of importing and exporting.
Right on.
Two things. Like, legitimately, like a real shit. Like we're good. Like, yo, fucking, we supply like most of our own food. We have our own fucking grocery stores, our own fucking gas, our own fucking oil network. We have our own fucking electric network.
Y'all have any refineries in that state?
Yes, Pittsburgh's fucking full of refineries.
I did not know that. That's something I did not know.
Yeah, fucking all that fucking natural gas that's coming out of the Bakkens goes to Pittsburgh.
Sparky, three quick things. One, look at how many nations are in Europe, which are very small. Two, you look at the Articles of Confederation and how states originally were. And three, what is gained by a mega nation besides quote unquote protection?
Bro, you will not see me actually advocate for a mega nation.
I mean, the Confederates, I disagree with some of their policies, but the Confederate States of America I always say they had exactly points. They had legitimate points.
Oh, well, I will sit there and say the only reason why the Civil War happened was because the North couldn't survive without the South.
No.
They didn't have the agriculture.
No, not at all.
The North was just fine without the South.
Yeah.
The reason why like that the Civil War happened was really honestly about slavery. That was the reason to fuck.
People say slavery. I say that there were three conditions: economic, lifestyle, and ideology as to why it happened. It had been leading up for over 8 decades.
That
was inevitable.
Yeah, that and if like, you know what I'm saying, like the South didn't, you know what I'm saying, attack fucking Fort Sumter and shit. Like it is what it is.
People say slavery, that's a red herring. It had both the North and the South, as well as the West. Nobody talks about the West, but there were slaves, but that slavery was not really the issue.
No,
it was other
slavery
factors.
was a rallying cry after the South invaded the North.
The South did not invade the North, man.
Yes, they did.
I would argue that the North invaded the South, but that's a whole
no. You don't understand. Gettysburg was the South actually invading the North.
Gettysburg? Do you know how deep into the Civil War that was?
Yes.
That's over fucking 3 years. That's 2 to 3 years. That's the middle of the war.
Hold on, man. You do realize the North was actually losing until like Gettysburg.
Yes, and do you know why Gettysburg was the switch?
And Gettysburg was a switch. And that is when slavery, because the South overextended themselves, just like what the North did in the South. The North overextended themselves; they couldn't keep their supply lines up, and that's why they were losing in the South.
No, but that's not why. That's not why the Confederacy was losing.
Well, let's be honest. The Confederacy had better generals.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Easily. When their generals start dying, when you lost Stonewall Jackson, that was a massive blow. Historically, everybody knows it. Who studies the Civil War? He was huge when he died.
Well, it wasn't until fucking Grant that like legitimately the North had a fucking competent general in the end of the day.
And not just Grant, Sherman's March. Sherman's March destroyed the industrial assets in the South.
No, Sherman was just savage. It wasn't that he was a great. It wasn't that he was a great general or anything. It was just the motherfucker had no worries with destroying everything.
That's is great general. What are you talking about?
A great general doesn't just blow shit up for fun.
No, Sparky. That's why I know you don't know what Sherman's March was about. He specifically went through the industrial centers of the South because the South was industrialized just like the North. Most people don't know.
No, it was not.
It wasn't at the same level. No.
What he did was on the same level. No. What he did was he stood here and he burnt down the plantations. That was the big part of fucking Sherman's March, and that's what everybody was really aggravated. That's what everybody was like, oh my god.
He destroyed the industrial centers, though, Tom.
There wasn't
the money in the South was in the tobacco and cotton crops. That's why he
went through the plantations as well, but he destroyed the rail lines, he destroyed all of the industrial centers.
I'm like fun under cars with kids says war crimes. I'm not gonna go with war crimes, all right? Because let's put this like this, right? So the individuals in the South who, you know what I mean, like were the secessionists and the individuals who wanted to continue with slavery were the plantation owners.
Yep.
In the end of the day, right? Yep. Like that's the reason why that fucking, that's the reason why like that war really happened in the end of the day. Don't get anything misunderstood about that. You know what I mean? Like fucking and that's why they went and they burned down the goddamn plantations. It wasn't war crimes. It was motherfucking like actually taking out the parts of the South that were the individuals who were fucking trying to actually continue the war. And on top of that, nigga, Bella Romanus. You know what I mean? Anybody that doesn't know what that means, it means motherfucking war the way the Romans did it. Or the beautiful war. One of the way that goes fucking. But yeah, war the way the Romans did it, nigga. Like, yo, you stand here and you go to war and you fucking destroy shit. It is what
I don't always say Sherman's tactic because in most situations I say that goes too far. But specifically, you have to understand how bloody. Like the Civil War was one of those wars, like World War I and World War II. That's just different. It was just a completely different conflict than most of human history.
Well, like, it's because of World War I was so different because it was the first industrial war. The Second World War was different than the first, not only because of the industrialization, but because of the breadth and scope of who all was fighting. That's really it.
I wouldn't say no, not just industrialization. I would say mentality as well.
The whole idea behind the idea that war crimes didn't exist until World War I, really. We had an idea of of how to fight, quote unquote, honorably, but you don't see anything like the idea of a war crime come up until after World War I.
Well, World War I was the first mechanized war, and I'll be honest with you, I literally think the worst war that was ever fought was the first Desert Storm.
Why Desert Storm specifically?
Because they literally bombed Iraq back to the Stone Age.
Yeah.
Well, that wasn't hard.
Well, I feel what you're saying, but like literally like after the war, something like 1 million children and women and basic civilians died because of fucking malnutrition and lack of fucking running water.
That's why total warfare is so horrendous. Honestly,
you know what I mean? Like real shit, like fucking I think that was one of the worst fucking like actual things as far as things are really concerned. You know what I mean? Like that's you know what I mean? That's kind of where I get to as far as shit's really concerned. Like I think World War I and World War II were horrible wars because they were mechanized wars. But on the same point, like, you know, it was, you know what I mean, just actual, like, World War I was trench warfare, you know what I mean, chemical warfare and all that type of shit. But, you know,
not only that, you had a bunch of empire, like, when in human history have you seen it to where, like, you have 5 or more empires literally going to war? Do we see that anywhere else besides the two World Wars? Well, there you go. That's why shit got so bad, man.
It ended empires, and it ended colonialism, and it ended racism as a whole.
No, colonialism was actually ended with the Second World War, and that was through Lend-Lease. The problem, the reason why World War I was so big and so broad in scope, same thing with World War II, the world has become a lot smaller because of innovations in technology. You could never see that in history because the means of transportation just did not exist.
But Sparky, what I'm also saying is it's not just that, because post World War II, we've never seen anything like it. Again, you had multiple empires literally going at each other's throat. We've never seen that. Like the Mongols were fighting 1 or 2 enemies at a time. You feel what I'm saying? Well, you didn't have a battle of 5 armies type shit.
The Mongols, who were the only ones to come close to
a world empire,
they fought. Nope.
Britain had more. What?
Britain, look, the sun never set on the British Empire, but the known world in that time versus the time when the Mongols had 2 different animals.
What I'm saying is that
all of Asia. Mongols had all of Asia and the vast majority of Europe, and that's all they knew existed. They literally ran the world, and they fought the Russians and the Middle East all at the same time.
No. They knew more existed, but there was a number of reasons why they stopped.
Well, no, there was no way to get there.
Well, it wasn't. Well, you couldn't sustain a war.
No. You couldn't get there. In the end,
technology did not exist to move.
I mean, like Britain had a massive empire. Something like fucking 2 billion people lived under the fucking Commonwealth banner, whatever it was. You know, it was like India, Australia.
I wasn't just talking about people. I'm talking about landmass. They fucking were half the planet.
No, the British. There was literally a time where the sun never set on the British Empire.
Yeah,
but I'm saying but like Britain literally. All right, so they're fucking. How do I put this? They never conquered those fucking nations that they had.
They played it smart.
Right, like they didn't stand here and like decimate.
No, they made deals. They did it all through like trade and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's like the fucking East India Company and shit. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like that's how the hell they fucking did
Britain. I think the difference, what you're talking about transportation, the difference is that
Mongols did go to Russia.
Britain
right?
was about sailing.
What is it? Kiev is actually fucking originally a goddamn Mongol fucking city and shit.
Kiev is in Ukraine.
And that was known as the Golden Horde.
Yes.
You had in the Middle East, you had Genghis Khan. Genghis Khan's son was running it. Genghis actually ran the Golden Horde up in Russia, while Kublai Khan ran China.
Genghis never wanted them to settle, and Kublai Khan himself did settle.
Yeah, Kublai Khan, he had to, in order to keep control over Chinese provinces and stuff. Right. Someone had to be there. So Kublai just put up a bunch of hoes around him and started.
But Genghis warned against him, and Genghis was right, actually.
So, but look, I just want to stop in and say, hey man, you signed, you tired of them wages? Go start your own business. It's a risk, but man, it's all good. Look, man, I like listening to you, Tom. You know it, man.
You know the deal. You know what it's hitting for, man. Fucking thank you for stopping by, my brother.
Thank you, brother.
I'll stop by next time you live stream, man. I'm usually working when the fuck you're doing your thing.
Yeah, man. And now I'm doing cartoons, so.
Oh, are you, man? I got fucking stop by. I got to check your damn channel out, man. I never have a chance. Too many people to keep up with, but I got to fucking stop by and see what you're doing.
Yeah, I noticed you were live streaming the other day. We came in my sub feed, which is the YouTube and his subscription feeds are crazy with how they do shit. Honestly.
Oh yeah, they're garbage. Real talk. But you know what? Whatever. Look, I do this. I make a dime here and there. If
what happened? What happened to your fucking, like, you were gonna do that fucking news thing for those people or whatever? Whatever.
Yeah, man, that's another conversation. We'll have to have that one.
I'm telling you, man, none of these things fucking work out in this internet bullshit, man. It just is what it is.
Well, I mean, it is what it is. I don't. I wasn't betting the world on it by any means.
Yeah,
but I figured I'd give him a shot, and yeah, it didn't pan out. So I'm making cartoons now, and it's a lot of work, but it's fun, man. I mean,
as one who loves all kinds of animation, I always, and many of us always appreciate it.
I'm gonna stop by and see what you're doing, man. I might have like some ideas we could work on together, because like me and AP were supposed to do something, and I ain't fucking heard from that motherfucker in forever. You know what I mean? So like maybe me and you could do it. I got some really good ideas for shit in my fucking head, and I already got some backgrounds made up in the whole nine.
Right on. Well, I mean, like my political people, like this week it'll be a story from a Bulldog's perspective. But like done a couple. I redid a Tucker Carlson segment. I've done straight up just full on original stuff as well. So.
Well, like I got some ideas for. I'm just terrible at drawing. Like I can put together shit in Photoshop on the backgrounds and whatnot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like I'm terrible at drawing. But I'm fucking amazing in OBS. I can do some amazing shit. I've done animations like a couple of times in OBS. But they're super like fucking, how do I put this? Like fucking real like rough. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm gonna holler at you. You know what I'm saying? Fucking, right, you know what I mean? Over this weekend or whatever. You know what I mean? Probably like tomorrow night, and once the kids go to bed and shit, fucking, I'm gonna holler at you. We'll, let me see if we can work on something. All right?
Yeah, you do that, because man, I'll be at my I'll be on my drawing tablet all night, all day and all night tomorrow, because I try to publish every Sunday.
Gotcha. All right, I'm gonna holler at you tomorrow then.
All right, brother. You take care.
You too, man. Later. All right, man. Yo, fucking. I'm gonna tell you what. We've been going for like 2 hours and 20 minutes.
Yeah, I know. I was just about to say that.
Like 10 o'clock, I got to be out at the fucking lake.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it is
I
what
feel
it is.
you. I was about to head out myself.
I feel you. Yo, so it is what it is. Now look, this is Tom Pease of Pino News Dip. Motherfucking, yo, we got to thank SMG for coming out. Motherfucking
Always a
Stone
pleasure.
Mexican guy, my boy Psycho and shit, and motherfucking Aircraft Sparky, and always my nigga Dip, man. I love fucking streaming with you because, like, me and you get on some really good vibes and whatnot.
Right
You know
on,
what I mean?
brother.
Like, yo, look, we're getting the fuck out of here. Y'all
Yep.
know the deal. Like, share, subscribe, hit that fucking Patreon link, hit that Streamlabs link in the description, hit that what the hell's that thing called? Joshua Demers, what up? Fucking like, yo, hit that motherfucking Odyssey link and check me out on fucking Odyssey, guys. Everything I do is mirrored over there, and if you watch it over there, I get paid over there. You know what I'm saying? Crypto and shit. Like, you know, I'm all about making that money. But in the meantime, you know the situation. Later, thank you guys. Motherfucking peace.
Peace.